What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Hey, hello. I keep forgetting to press the yeah, thank you. I keep forgetting to give myself some applause. Because I'm always waiting for the last moment to press the buttons and everything, and then I'm like, oh wait, there's also another button I need to press, and then I always forget. Anyway, chat, welcome on in. Hello. It's good to have you guys. It is good to have you guys. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Hopefully you all had a... Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hopefully you're all doing good. You had a nice weekend. Also, some of you have already seen it. We have a new music player, which is showcasing our music. It's a little bit more streamlined and slick. And thank you. It's a little bit more modern as well. So I figured, you know what? Let's update the current one that we have, and let's update it to a new sort of fancier version. So that's what we have right now. I saw you some comments in chat already, and I see you guys are liking it. So I'm happy with that. Also, it's cold, so I'm gonna put my blanket on my knees, on my lap, because it is kind of cold in here. Because I think outside it's like -1, something like that, and inside it's probably like, you know, above 1. No, that's not true, but still. If I was stream, I would use the old Winamp skin. I believe there are like, you know, players that have that same skin. I think I've seen people use something like that, so I'm sure you can make something like that yourself as well. Anyway, chat, let's have a fun stream and let's have a chill stream as well. I'm a little bit tired, so I feel like having a bit of a chill, relaxing stream. So let's start the countdown, and yeah, let's go. Current temperature is 0.6. Oh, wow, I wasn't even. Oh wait, yeah, that was outside. Yeah, no, inside it's definitely warmer than that. Good evening, everyone. Good evening and good time to all of you. How is everyone doing today? My name is MrJordilicious. Welcome to the stream on this Monday, January 15th, 2024. Also, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't quickly point up like that because my shoulder is still hurting a little bit from my injury that I got last week. So that wasn't a good idea. Anyway, chat, how are you guys doing? Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Yeah, so it's cold. I'm not wearing a beanie for the cold, even though it is helping. But I'm also wearing it because I don't know. I like the way that it looks. I've been looking for a Spider-Man beanie. Like, well, no. I've been looking for a fun beanie for like forever. And then I was like, you know what? I want to get a Spider-Man beanie. But then I was looking for them and I couldn't find any that I liked. Or I could find ones that I liked, but then they were just for kids, which sucked.
They're like, it's better than yours, damn right. It's better than yours, I can teach you, but you'd have to bark.
There we go. Keebszilla, hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Thanks so much for that raid at the start of the stream as well. Thank you for coming on in with that party of 50. I can appreciate it. Welcome. How are you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Can we get a shout out for Keeps for that heckin' delicious raid? Thank you. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Precious bean. How are you doing, Keeps? What were you playing? How was your stream? Welcome on in. Welcome on in, Jindal, Mascuri, and Pillow Mimic. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Let's see, you were playing some Rogue Galaxy. I've never heard of that game. What kind of game is that? I've never heard of that. Well, thank you so much for coming on in, sending your community over. I can appreciate it. We literally just started the stream, so welcome on in, everyone. It's good to have you. PS2 RPG Legend of a Game. Nice. I've never heard of it, but I hope you had a good time. Thanks so much again for sending your community over. Let me quickly introduce myself. My name is MrJordilicious. I am a variety streamer, mostly focusing these days on multiplayer-like games. So think Overwatch, Fortnite, Dead by Daylight, those kind of games. That's kind of my jam these days. Also, I'm part of the furry and puppy communities. You can see my persona, Brooklyn, in the center right there. If you have any questions about that, feel free to ask me. I'm always more than happy to talk about that, explain, you know, what it's like to be a puppy, what it's like to be a furry, all those kind of things. Feel free to ask me because I'm always more than happy to talk about that. But again, thanks so much for sending your community over. I was just, like I said, I was just starting the stream and I was just talking a little bit about my beanie, which I was looking for. I was looking for a fun Spider-Man beanie, but for some reason, adults are not allowed to like Spider-Man or like superheroes or comics or anything like that. Adults are not allowed to like that because all the cool beanies that I found were kids sizes. And I always have that. Like whenever I look for like a cool sort of like hoodie or like, you know, like some clothing item from Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. So I love Spider-Man. So I always want to get, you know, cool like merchandise and stuff. Whenever I look for something from Spider-Man, I sometimes see like amazing sort of like, you know, clothing items, but then they're for kids. And I'm like, why do kids get all the good stuff and then adults, you know, it's really hard to find anything nice in like, you know, Spider-Man theme that isn't just like, you know, like a hoodie with like, you know, the Spider-Man logo on the front, because like, you know, that's nice and all, but that's not really what I'm looking for. I did get a cool zip up hoodie from a good friend of mine for my birthday, which I was very happy with because that is actually a very nice one. But other than that, yeah, it's really hard to find cool sort of like Spider-Man clothing. Or like, you know, superhero clothing, I guess, in general. See the boring bed, not Spider-Man themed. I know, right? Yeah, like finding like bed covers, like, you know, what do you call these? Like blankets and everything with like Spider-Man theme. It's like impossible. Like, you sometimes see them and then they're like, you know, for kids sizes and everything. It's like the worst. I hate it. I was thinking about this the other day, that they get fashionista clothes and we grown ass adults get plain stuff. Right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like sometimes, like even if you walk into like an H&M, for instance, they have like amazing sort of like Spider-Man, like, you know, entire things with like, you know, shorts and shirts and everything. And then when you go to the adult section, it's like non-existent. I have the same thing with workout clothes. When you like I like to work out in like, you know, tights and like, you know, compression gear and everything. And then when you go shop in like, you know, the women's section of like, you know, like Nike and Adidas and like, you know, Under Armour, like the big name brands, you go into like the women's section, they have like all these cool designs with like, you know, designs on them, or like, you know, fancy colors, or, you know, and like, you know, colors in general for like workout gear is like, when you go to the women's section, there's like many different colors, and then you go to the men's section and you have like black, gray, and white. And sometimes there's like, you know, a little hint of red or blue mixed in there. Like you have a, you know, like a black tights and then some red, you know, like accents on there. But other than that, it's like, you know, black, white, or gray, and that's it. And I'm like, why can't men work out in, you know, fancy colored clothing as well? Like I don't mind getting some colors, so yeah. I don't know what that is. One of the perks of being transgender, I think. Well, honestly though, I did actually do some shopping in the women's section not too long ago, because I wanted to get some tights for my puppy outfit, because, you know, my pup Sona is like, you know, the main color is pink. So I wanted to get some pink tights to match if I want to wear like, you know, something like that for like, you know, a puppy outfit if I go to like an event, or if I'm just, you know, pupping out at home or anything like that. So I was looking at like, you know, I was looking for tights in pink for men. I couldn't find any. Like, you know, like again, all the big name brands, there weren't any like, you know, pink tights. Then I went to a specialty store that specializes in selling tights for men, although they call them meggings, like male leggings, I guess. So I was looking for them, and I was like, well, I know that they have all these outlandish designs and everything. They might actually have something like this as well. Also, they didn't have any pink tights. So then I went back to like, you know, Google, and I just typed it in, and then I got some results, and I was like, oh, I like these, but then they were for women. I was like, well, okay, you know, they're by Nike. I'm sure they would fit me as well. So I just ordered those, and they do fit me, and they are perfect. So yeah. But this is also me calling out like, you know, big name brands. Us men, we also like colored clothing and gear to work out in. So, you know, president of Nike or Adidas, or you know, anything, you know, if you're watching, you know, colored workout gear for men. I like it. So get on that. Ice Pagoda, hello, how are you? Buy white ones and dye them pink. Well, I guess technically I could do that, but I'm not sure if, you know, spandex, if you could really dye that with like regular, you know, like clothing, like, you know, cotton dye. I don't know if that would work. But that would be like, you know, that could also be like an alternative indeed. If you can't find any good ones, then that would be, you know, a good alternative. How are you doing, Ice Pagoda? Welcome in. Clothes are just clothes. I do agree though. Yeah, I do agree. Like, it's like a very sort of societal thing to say that, oh, these are women's clothes, and oh, these are men's clothes, you know, because why can't, you know, women wear men's clothes or vice versa, you know? Why wouldn't that be a thing? But again, unfortunately, society doesn't agree. Or, I mean, well, there's a lot of people that do agree, like, you know, myself. I feel anyone should wear whatever the hell they want, but society doesn't always agree, unfortunately. So yeah. Sadly, pink is not a male color. Yeah, no, it's unfortunately is not a very male color for some reason. Again, society.
Ice Pagoda just gifted 5 subs. OMG, such deliciousness, purple heart.
Ice Pagoda! Heckies, Ice Pagoda, thanks so much for gifting those 5 subs. I can appreciate that. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. That is so super sweet of you. Let's see. Those gifted subs go to Daturo DeWitt, Cramf Cookie, Pavili, Rosie Sarkozy, and I'm Chris TV. If any of you are in chat, be sure to thank Ice Pagoda for his generosity in gifting some subs to the community. I can appreciate that. Thank you. Also, my sub printer is still broken, which I kind of hate because I was looking at it the other day and it seemed to work. So I'm not sure why it doesn't work right now, because I was, like I said, I was looking at it and I was testing things and it just worked the way that it should. And now we are live and now we are back in actual sub situation, and it doesn't work. So I guess I'll have to go back to the drawing board and try it out again, because I still don't know why it's not working. But again, Ice Pagoda, I heck and appreciate it. Thank you. Red dye dyes anything? Yeah, we have a brand here in the Netherlands that is also pretty well. Like, there's only one brand of like clothing dye here in the Netherlands that I know of. Which, you know, I mean, if that, like I said, that's literally the only brand that I know of. But yeah, I don't know if it's that good that it would dye like literally anything. I have seen some people though that I might want to do that in the future as well. I'm not sure if you guys know the Skater Boy puppy socks. They're basically like, you know, the plain white socks, but then they have like puppy paws on like the sides and on the bottom. I've seen people on Twitter that actually take those white socks and then they dye them into their own puppy collars. And I was like, oh, that's actually a pretty cool idea. As much as I love white socks, I guess having, you know, like pink puppy socks is also a fun one. So I might do something like that in the future for myself as well, with like, you know, a pair of those. And I was thinking about the same thing today. I have some white Adidas like soccer style socks, like longer ones. And you can also dye those pink as well. So I was like, oh, maybe I should get like those and the puppy socks and then dye them together and make them pink. And then I have pink, you know, soccer socks and puppy socks. But that's like a project for in the future, I guess. So yeah. Yeah. Anyway, chat, I hope you guys are all doing good. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I had a very nice and relaxing weekend. We didn't really do too much this weekend, which was nice. The only thing that we sort of did was we went to some friends and we played some board games on Saturday evening, which was fun. There were some friends of my amateur theater group. So we hadn't, I mean, I've seen them sort of kind of recently, but we hadn't like, you know, met up together in a while. So it was nice to sort of do that again. And we played some board games, which was a lot of fun. And then we just chatted and hung out together, which was really nice. But the thing is that I always have with like, I always have sort of like a love-hate relationship with meeting up with people in the evening, because especially on a weekday or on a weekend evening, because, and I'm sure some people will recognize themselves in this as well. If I meet up with people in the evening on like, you know, on a Saturday, for instance, then it feels that an entire day, I can't plan anything else because I have something in the evening. So it feels like that entire day is sort of lost, quote unquote, because I have something planned in the evening. And I know that's weird, but I also know that others might recognize themselves in that. In that, I don't know, I always prefer to sort of either meet up sort of like, you know, midday or like early in the day, and then either, you know, hang out together the entire day, if that's, you know, like a thing. But yeah, I don't know, I always find it like weird. Well, not weird, but I always find it sort of like a thing if we meet up in the evening, especially now in winter, now that, you know, like it's dark early and everything. It feels like if you meet up with people at 8 p.m., it already feels like it's like 11 because it's like super dark outside. So yeah, I don't know, maybe that's a weird thing, but yeah. So like the entire day I was sort of leading up to like, oh yeah, we have to make dinner, and then after that we have to leave, you know. So the entire day sort of leading up to that one thing that's happening in the evening. I had a lovely weekend. It only ended with the flu. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I guess it might also be the weather. Like, you know, especially with the cold temperatures that we had last week, you know, flu, I guess it's I don't know, is it flu season officially? If not, then I guess it could be flu season because, yeah, the flu is like all around. So I get, you know, that's the thing. A colleague of mine actually also worked from home today because she said she also wasn't feeling too good. She was a little bit under the weather. But yeah, so I guess you're not the only one. It was very quiet in the office today. So I went into the office and there was like, you know, in our little office area, there was only like one other person. So I came in, I was like, wait, where the hell is everyone? I mean, okay, granted, normally there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people and 6 myself included. But still, you know, there was not only one person. So I was like, what the hell am I doing here? Why didn't I work from home as well? But oh well, it is what it is. Same as work, when you start at 3 or 11, you can't plan anything because full day you are living through the moment you need to start. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so back in the day, back in the day when I was younger, and I worked in a supermarket, sometimes I had like the evening shift, so I started at like 6 p.m., something like that. And also, I had the same thing back then. Like, I felt like the entire day I couldn't do anything because at 6 p.m. I had to work. So like I couldn't plan anything else for that entire day because it was like, yeah, but I have to work at 6 p.m. so I can't do like something else. So yeah, no, that's definitely a thing. It is. I'm having a fever, sore muscles, like I had a full body workout and haven't been into the gym for years. Headache and no appetite. Oh heck. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully it's not COVID though. I've seen some other people on Twitter that also had COVID. Which is, well, it's not funny, but it's sort of like, I don't know, I sort of forgot that is a thing. Like, people still test themselves for COVID when they have, like, you know, COVID-related symptoms. I'm like, oh yeah, that's still a thing, even though it's not, you know, as bad as it used to be, obviously. But, like, it's still, like, it still exists. You sort of forget about that, I guess. COVID test is negative, so that's positive. Oh yeah, I guess that's good. So yeah, but yeah, so I had to work today, and then I also I went to the gym when I got home from work, and then after that we went to the supermarket, and then we had dinner, and then I just played some games just before stream, so that's why I was slightly late, because I was in the middle of a Fortnite game. But yeah, because of that, I'm a little bit tired, so I wanted to continue with Portal Revolution today, but I've noticed that my brain is sort of like already shut off a little bit. So instead we're gonna do something like, you know, well, not necessarily chill, I guess, but we're just gonna play something that I don't have to think about, because I know with the Portal game I really need to think and try hard to finish the puzzles. So instead we're gonna play something that I don't have to think with. Or at least not as much. We also have a batch of COVID tests left, so maybe I should test some more just to use them. Yeah, so it's funny, like, I was thinking about that the other day when I saw some people on Twitter that did a COVID test. I was like, wait, can you even still buy those? Like, where the hell? Like, they used to be all over the place, and now if you go to the supermarket, I don't think they even sell them anymore. So I'm like, where can I still get them if I want one of those? I'm sure you can get them at, like, you know, places, but yeah, obviously they're also not as easily available anymore as they used to be. Fortnite, yeah, so I guess either Fortnite or maybe Overwatch, either one of the two. I believe Peter was also playing some games, so maybe I would join him, but we'll see what we get up to later. So yeah. But yeah, other than that, I had a very nice and chill weekend. Very nice and chill weekend. I did some things for my my Persona redesign. Which I guess I talked about it a little bit before, but I'm in sort of like in the process of sort of redesigning my Persona. Well, not maybe redesigning might make it seem like it's going to be completely different, but it's more like an upgrade, like a 2.0 version, I guess, of my Persona. So I did some things for that as well. And also I did some sort of, I was looking into that once I, you know, because Peter is going to help me with, like, you know, the redesign, and Peter's going to like draw the new version and is going to help me with all of that. So I was thinking that once I sort of set on, like, you know, once the design is ready and, like, you know, I know what it should look like and everything, I was thinking about also maybe commissioning someone to make an updated version of my VTuber avatar, because I did the last one myself, but it was so much work because, you know, I'm not that technical when it comes to, like, you know, Unity and all those tools that you need to actually make it into a VRM file. Like, I can do it, but it wasn't necessarily super easy. And then also designing, you know, putting the design on the avatar itself is also not that easy. Unless you have like Substance Painter, which I don't. So, you know, that's like, you know, all of the hassle. So I figured, you know what, maybe I can just commission someone to help me with that, and then they would also, you know, I could also support like an artist in the process of doing that. So yeah, that's also something that I'm like thinking about. And then maybe, you know, I would do some more VTuber streams in the future as well, because I always enjoyed them, but I always sort of felt like I shouldn't do them, because I always felt, and maybe that's just on me, but I always felt that people preferred the face cam over, like, you know, the VTube stuff. But then again, I'm also like, yeah, you know what? I kind of like doing that. So I'm just gonna, if I want to do it, I'm just gonna do it. And then I'm sure people will enjoy it anyway. So yeah. But that's all like, you know, for in the future, because like I said, I'm not done with the redesign yet. And we like, you know, nothing has been made yet. So like, you know, nothing like that is already in the works, but in the future, hopefully that is something that I can do, and I can maybe get some more art in the new style as well. There are some things that I already think about, you know, changing and or adding. But I think I'm gonna keep it a secret for now, and we're just gonna once the design is ready, we're gonna show it off, and then that'll be it. But yeah, I guess most of the things will be sort of like a secret for now. Minty, hello, how are you? Bork, hello. And an extra tail. He won't get an extra tail. I don't think so. I think I did talk about, like, you know, maybe changing his species. And I kind of did set on something, so I can probably share that. He's still going to be a wolf, but he's going to be a wolf husky hybrid, so I guess that's called a wusky in furry world. Because I always wanted to do something with, like, you know, a dog as well, because, like, you know, it's sort of with my puppy side and everything, I was like, yeah, I kind of like that as well. And then I was like, yeah, but what dog is, like, you know, what breed do I really like? And then I thought about huskies, because I always love huskies, and I was like, oh, you know what? Why don't I make a wolf husky hybrid, and then that could be, like, you know, the new thing. So yeah. I'm doing okay. Literally just woke up and saw you were live, so ran here as fast as I could. Wait, you literally just woke up? What time is it for you? Or did you sleep in? Did you sleep in? A holf? I've never heard of the term holf. I have heard of wusky. I've never heard of the term holf though. I kind of like that as well. A holf. That's funny. That is funny. I like that. But the thing with me, and I'm guessing that's like a that's kind of like a ADHD trait, is whenever I sort of am invested in something, I sort of get like, I really take like a massive deep dive into it, and, like, you know, look up everything and, like, really read up into everything and everything like that. So last weekend, when I was, you know, working on my persona design and everything, and then I was like, oh, well, maybe I can, you know, get an updated VTuber avatar as well. I had like a massive sort of like deep dive session into different VTube avatars that are available, and I looked at, like, you know, artists that I could commission, and I looked at, like, you know, props, and I even looked up how I would, you know, use VC Phase, the tool that I use for, you know, the VTuber thing. I even looked up like how I could change like props and clothing and all those kind of things. Then I looked up how I could use my phone for, like, you know, as a webcam thing, so I can use, like, you know, more advanced facial tracking. Then I discovered that I could do the same thing on a PC with, you know, the same piece of software, but, like, you know, with a sort of a workaround. So it's sort of, I sort of fell into a rabbit hole of all these things that I don't need to know right now. But I guess when the time comes and I do need to know them, I'm already, like, up to speed. I know exactly everything that I need to do and that I want to do. But that took me like an entire afternoon. Well, I guess like 2 afternoons I sort of spent into deep diving into stuff like that. Even though it's completely not relevant at the moment, and it's completely not, like, you know, like I need that right now, but that's sort of my thing. I sometimes do the same thing at work as well. It's kind of like, sometimes it's like a pitfall, sometimes it's like a blessing, and I guess sometimes it could be like a pitfall where I sort of like, I'm working on something and I don't know exactly how I need to do it. So I start Googling how I need to do it, and then I can't find it exactly, but I find like sort of like a workaround. But I'm like, yeah, but this is not how I wanted to do it. So I spend like an hour, you know, trying to find things, trying to figure out how I need to do the thing that I want to do, instead of just doing the workaround that works just as well. I'm like, yeah, but I wanted to do it differently. So I spent like an hour looking for solutions and like looking to find a way to actually make it happen. And then sometimes in the end, like, you know, I still haven't found it and I need to do the workaround anyway. But yeah, that's sometimes like a bit of a pitfall. I spend way too much time trying to figure out yeah, how to do things. Gathering knowledge is useful. I agree, right? Like, you know, I might as well have the knowledge now, and then once I need to, you know, apply it, I can just use it because I don't have to look it up then anymore. I can already start doing it. Rand's recommended plane announcement sound. Oh, wait, hang on. I have something for that. Which one is it? I think it's this one. Testing. Hello, testing. Is there someone with VTuber experience on board? Excuse me, is there someone with VTuber experience on board? And then I can be like, yeah, it's me. Hi, I know. What do you want to know? Unity, VC Phase, VRMs, all the things. Ask me. I can tell you. I can tell you. So yeah. But yeah, those things are also going to cost money. So I'm going to try and save up, you know, my Twitch money and like, you know, my Twitch payouts and everything whenever I get them. I'm going to try and save them up, not buy as much games anymore like I did last couple of months. But I'm going to save up my Twitch payouts and I'm going to use that to eventually, you know, like I said, commission someone for a, to work. Like, I would love to get a custom avatar, like, you know, from scratch made just for me, but I know those are like super expensive. So that's probably not going to happen, but I would love to just get like a base and then commission someone to have my design, you know, like put on that base, so it is still sort of custom, but not like, you know, fully custom. So yeah, would be interesting. The pilot streaming the flight. Oh, it's not flight simulator. I'm flying a real plane. Well, I'm not sure about pilots, but I've seen people that drive trucks. Actually do that, like, you know, they drive trucks for a living and they go from like A to B to deliver, you know, goods and everything. And I've seen people that actually stream their journey, so you could see, like, you know, from their point of view, you could see where they're driving and everything. I've seen people do that, which I think is sort of super interesting. Obviously you need to have a pretty good like internet connection for that, and I'm not sure how safe, because sometimes they also interact with chat and I'm like, how safe is it that they're actually reading chat while also driving? I'm not sure how, like, the legality of that, but still, it's always interesting sort of like seeing people drive places that you've obviously never been yourself. Well, not obviously, but like, you know, you might not have been yourself. There's also like a genre of videos on YouTube which is basically just like walking around, like people walking around a city, and they basically, like, you know, film their journey through the city, and I find that super interesting, especially places that I, you know, am interested in visiting myself, like, you know, Japan or like Tokyo. There's a channel in New York that does the same thing, and I always love seeing those videos because it's like super fun, sort of like visiting a city without actually visiting it yourself. I might end up trying to work on some avatar stuff while I take some time off. Nice. Like some time off from streaming, you mean, or like time off from, like, you know, life in general? Time of, well, yeah, well, time of life sounds very sort of like, you know, I didn't mean it like that, but like, you know, it's some time off from, you know, like, you know, I don't know, obligations, you know, time off from adulting. That would be nice. Taking a break from adulting, that would be great. Time off from streaming. I need to take a break from my own sanity and health and stuff. Oh yeah, definitely do that, Minty. If you feel like you need that, definitely take a break. I did the same thing as well this year. Well, you know, last year I did the same thing as well. And I'm very happy that I did, because I think if I didn't take that break, then I probably wouldn't be streaming anymore right now. Or if I would, I wouldn't be having a good time doing it. I would just be doing it because I sort of felt like I had to do it. But I wouldn't actually feel like, you know, enjoying it anymore. So I'm glad that I took the time off that I did, even though it was several months. But I feel that time off definitely did me some good and definitely helped me to come back more energized and enjoying streams better and everything. And also, like, you know, I have this different mindset now where I feel like if I'm not feeling like streaming for whatever reason, I'm just going to cancel the stream. And before I always had this thing where I felt like, unless the reason that I didn't feel like streaming was very severe, like, you know, I couldn't because I had other obligations, or I was like super sick, or you know, like anything that, you know, literally prevented me from streaming, that was usually the only good reason. But like, you know, just taking a mental health there, I didn't do that as often because I felt like I shouldn't do that. And I'm glad that I changed that mindset, because now I'm like, I did it a couple of weeks ago. I was just not feeling it for whatever reason. I don't know, you know, there was not necessarily a reason. I was just not feeling it. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to cancel and we'll just do it again some other time, because if I don't feel it, then why should I go live? Because then I wouldn't have a good time, and then you guys wouldn't have a good time either, because you would see someone streaming that is obviously not enjoying himself. So yeah, so good for you, Minty. Good for you for taking some time off, and hopefully, you know, that time off will do you some good. And once you come back, we'll be here and we'll be watching you. Well, at least I'm watching you whenever I can, and supporting you just the same. I'm taking a hiatus from school for 6 months, actually 9 with summer break. Yeah, like, you know, sometimes it's good to do those things. Legacy, hello, how are you doing? Thanks so much for the palm of approval, I appreciate it. Hello, how are you? But yeah, sometimes it's good to take these breaks for, like, you know, your mental health and for, you know, whatever reason. Like, I feel that if you have the opportunity to do that, like if you can do that, then definitely people should take breaks, because breaks are important. You know, you can't like, you know, be sort of focused, and you can't be like, you know, turned on the entire time, like all the time. Sometimes you just need to take a break. So yeah. How's it going? I'm good. Just got off work for once and similarly had a break off Twitch. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that people do that these days. Like I said, for me, it was very helpful, even though it was like several months. Like at the start of my break last year, I was like, oh yeah, it's going to be 2 weeks, maybe 3 at most, and then I'm going to be back. And then it turned into like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 months, something like that. But I just noticed that I needed that time off, and I just needed that time to sort of, yeah, find my mojo back, I guess. So yeah. I had everything arranged for my bachelor thesis, but I cancelled it. This is better so I can work on myself. Yeah, like, you know, working on oneself is highly underrated, I think. I feel like in society these days, there's such a sort of societal sort of push into, like, you know, we constantly need to perform, and we constantly need to, you know, go to work, and we constantly need to sort of, like, you know, upgrade ourselves and give it our all. But that's just not humanly possible. You know, sometimes you need to step back and assess the situation and sort of work on yourself. And I feel that's highly sort of like underestimated and underrated in society these days. And I kind of hate that, especially like mental health. You know, mental health is not often taken serious. Like, you know, most of my friends, they totally understand. Like if I would meet up with, you know, some of my friends and I would cancel because, you know, my mental health is not in a good place, they would totally understand. But I also know people that if I would say like, hey, listen, I can't make this obligation for whatever reason because my mental health is not doing too good, they would not understand. They would be like, oh, what is that? Your mental health is not good? You're stressed out? Okay, well, everyone is stressed out. So, you know, boo-hoo, sucks to be you, you know, like they would have that sort of mentality. And I don't know, I don't necessarily like that. I kind of hate that. Mojo went on vacation a few months ago and I was just trying to push through it. It wasn't working. No, it definitely, yeah, no, exactly. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like, that's what I was, that's what I was saying. Like, you sort of feel obligated to keep going, even though you sort of know deep down inside that it's not working, but you're kind of like, yeah, but I need to keep going. You know, I need to. And then, you know, in the end, it just, yeah, it usually doesn't work out. So I'm glad that you took that decision for yourself. Chozo, welcome in. Also, Jakey, welcome in. How are you? Why does work have to be stressful? Yeah, well, that's sometimes a thing of work. I don't know. So yeah, good for you, Minty. Good for you. And for everyone else taking breaks as well. Like for Miley as well. Good for you for, you know, taking some time to work on yourself. Especially now, like, you know, in sort of like the situation where you are in yourself. personally. I think it's really good to sort of, step back and take some time to, really work on yourself and take some time for yourself as well. Like I think that's really important too, like taking some time for yourself. And like, I know, like I had the same thing when I was in my burnout from work a couple of years ago. I always felt like, well, I'm at home now, I need to do things. And I still sort of feel that, like I still sort of feel bad for not having accomplished things that I felt like I had the time to accomplish. But like at the same time, I was working on like other things. I was working on my mental health and I was trying to recover from, overdoing it. So I just didn't necessarily have sort of the mental energy to do those things. Even though like I had technically I had all the time in the world, I didn't have the mental energy to do those things. So like I shouldn't feel bad for not having accomplished several things that I could have accomplished in that time, because I was working on other things. Recovering from a nasty cold I had for 2 weeks. Oh, heck, yeah, I guess it's definitely, we were talking about that earlier, it's definitely like flu season and like, people having colds and everything, so hopefully you'll feel better soon. On Thursday, I have an appointment with the dean to arrange financial assistance. All right, well, hopefully that's going to be helpful. Reminder, resting and still doing things. Yeah, so that was actually exactly the thing that I was trying to get to, before I took like a side step. But yeah, like sometimes, doing nothing is also doing something. Like I've had people ask me like, hey, you want to meet up this Saturday? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I can't because I had other plans. And then those other plans were just like doing nothing. And again, I feel like that's a societal thing where if your calendar is empty, then if people ask to meet up, you need to say yes because your calendar is empty. So technically you have the time. But if your plans on that day were to keep your calendar empty, then that's totally valid. And you could just be like, no, I just wanted to do nothing today. And that's like totally valid. Because doing nothing is also important. And, it's also being very underrated, I think. Like, I love it when, like, this next upcoming weekend, my weekend is completely empty. I have nothing planned and I absolutely love it. I'm like, I'm not going to plan anything. I'm just gonna, like, if people ask me to meet up, I'm gonna be like, no, I have other things planned, and that other things is doing nothing. And I love it. I'm really looking forward to it so much. Like, figuring out on the day itself what I'm gonna do, that's like the best. Like, oh, am I gonna play games today? Yes, I am. Am I gonna go for a workout today? Yes, I am, because I have the time. Am I gonna go to the movies today? Sure, yeah, why not? So yeah. Speaking of playing games, I finished Spider-Man this weekend. I finished Spider-Man, and now we continued with Miles Morales. I'm very happy with that because the last act of Spider-Man on PC was not my favorite. It wasn't my favorite act, so I was sort of like holding off on finishing it because I wasn't really completely enjoying it anymore. But I didn't want to start Miles Morales before I finished the first game, so I kind of did that last weekend, and I'm glad that I did. The only thing that I didn't do was the DLC and like all the side quests. And I kind of felt bad about that as well. Like I kind of was like, yeah, I need to do all the side quests and I need to like 100% the game, and then I need to do like the DLC and everything. And I was like, you know what? If I don't want to, then I'm not gonna, I don't have to 100% the game. Even though I want to get the achievements, like if I don't want to, then I don't have to. So I ended up not doing that. I finished the main story and then I moved on to Miles Morales. And if I ever want to go back to the main Spider-Man and get those side quests and do the DLC and everything, I still can. So yeah. Sorry, I can't meet up. I planned nothing. Yeah, exactly. Did you get the secret costume in Spider-Man? I did not know because I didn't 100% the game. You need to 100% the main game in order to get that costume. I did get that on PlayStation though. When I played the game back in the day on PlayStation, I did get it then. But I didn't get it on PC just yet because, like I said, I only finished the main storyline. I saw something pop up on Steam during the weekend. Yeah! I finished Wolfenstein: The New Order. Nice. So did you continue with like, a new game, or are you just playing whatever you feel like playing? Yeah, keep games in the fun category instead of the work category. Yeah, it's kind of like always sort of like a fight, like an internal struggle I have, because I'm definitely like an achievement hunter. So knowing that there are achievements that are kind of relatively easy to get, you know, you just need to grind to get them, is kind of painful for me, because I'm like, yeah, but I want to get the achievements. But I don't want to grind, but I have to in order to get the achievements. So yeah. I don't have all the achievements that I want to get now, but that's okay. I'll get them maybe eventually. So yeah. I do have the platinum for Spider-Man on PlayStation though. I got the platinum trophy for that since I did all the things. So I do have the platinum on PlayStation. So yeah. Yeah, there you go. Achievement Hunter Deluxe. Perfect. I still need to look into the PlayStation trophy one. I haven't. I wanted to do that over my holiday break. But then I ended up not doing that. So I still need to look into how I can fix that. There was some issues with that, with StreamerBot and the new version of StreamerBot, that it didn't work. So I need to look into like how I can fix that. Also, I need to look into how I can fix my sub printer, because that also doesn't work anymore, and I don't get it, because I tried it out, like I said the other day, and it totally worked. And now someone like Ice Pagoda gifted 5 subs and it didn't work, and I don't get it. I don't understand. So I need to look into that as well. Probably Twitch API stuff. Yeah, well, that's the thing. When I test it out with like, you know, a test, like a fake sub, it totally works. So I don't understand why it doesn't work with like, you know, actual subs. That's the weird thing. There's a sketch from Foamy the Squirrel about how everything has an achievement. Yeah, and I'm like weird when it comes to achievements, because I only value Steam achievements. I don't necessarily value like achievements on other platforms, because I kind of like my achievements to be sort of in one place. And since I have most of my games on Steam, that's where I want all my achievements to be. So yeah, I kind of really sort of value my Steam achievements, and then, you know, like achievements in other places, I'm like, oh, it's an achievement, I don't care. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm weird like that, I don't know. I'm definitely a little bit weird, but you know what? Being weird is way more fun than being regular and normal, I guess. I am very excited though for the for a sort of VTuber re-debut in the future. I'm very excited for that. I wish that I could do it sooner, but it just takes a little bit of time, especially, like I said, since Peter is helping me with the new design of Brooklyn. It takes a little bit of time, which I totally like. I totally get that. But I'm also like super impatient, because I'm like, oh man, I wanna show it off, and I wanna like do it, and I wanna use it. So yeah. And also, while I know it's gonna be difficult for me, I'm gonna try and do the thing that I want to do, because that's what I was saying earlier, how that sort of was always keeping me from using my VTuber, because I always felt like people didn't like it as much as like my face cam. So like I always was like, yeah, I kind of want to use it, but then people might not like that, and I only stream like, you know, twice a week. So like that's, and now I stream once a week, so like, you know, if I use it on that 1 week, then that's the only thing that people are gonna see that week. But like also at the same time, I shouldn't care about that. Like if I wanna like, technically, like I'm not gonna, but technically if I want to switch to like 100% being a VTuber, then that should be okay as well. And if people like it, then they stay. If people don't like it, well then I guess they'll have to find another streamer that doesn't do that, I guess. So yeah. You're allowed to be weird. It's always the best when you find other folks who have a compatible weird. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I achieved not puking and sitting on the couch instead of laying half dead in bed. Hey, see, and well, that's also a good achievement, you know? Life should have achievements. How cool would it be if you do something cool in life and then you have like this achievement thing pop up saying like, hey, you did this cool thing, good for you. And then you have like a little trophy that you can show off with other people, and then you can compare achievements in life. You can be like, oh wow, you have that one. Oh man, I was working so hard to get that, and now you got that achievement. Good for you. Good for you. Can you also fix the pride flag redeem? Listen, it always works when I try it out. It always works, so I don't know. Maybe it's the same thing. It works when I'm testing it, and it doesn't work when I'm live. Same as with the sub printer. I mean, I love your face, but I also love your VTuber. Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. First Monday of the month, also possible. Well, yeah, I thought about those kind of things. But like, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna use it whenever I feel like using it. I also saw, but again, like it highly depends on how expensive everything is gonna be. But there's also a for the avatar that I might want to get. There's also a puphood update or like a puphood add-on thingy. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. Then I can add like a puphood to my VTuber. How cool is that? And then you guys could redeem that with channel points and everything. But again, I need to look into like how expensive everything is gonna be because I don't have unlimited funds, unfortunately. So, I'm first gonna try and, you know, get the avatar and then get it designed and then get like, so, you know, some basic things that I want. And then if I still have some money left, then I might actually get some upgrades for it as well. But I could also always do that like in the future, you know, when everything is set up. Like, you know, if I save up a little bit, I can always just get it like, you know, then. So that also totally works. I prefer the face, but I appreciate the VTuber. Yeah, and like that's the thing. Like, you know, I knew that people had that, so that's always sort of the thing that was stopping me from using it. How about on the right the VTuber and on the left your real face? Listen, the VTuber is a great way for me to not care about my looks though, and like not make my bed when I go live because I'm like, ah, yeah, I don't care. You know, people can't see it anyway. So yeah, that's actually great. Honestly, just use it when you wanna. Yeah, exactly. But that's also something that took me a while and still is taking me, I guess, a little bit to sort of like do that. Like same with games, you know, like I also had a very long time where I wanted to play certain games on stream. But then I didn't because I thought maybe people didn't like that. But then, you know, like in the end, if I enjoy playing that game, I guess that's the most important thing. So yeah.
They have given 116 gift subs in the channel.
116, heck. Ice Pagoda, thanks so much for gifting that sub to Minty. That is so sweet of you. I can appreciate it. Thank you. And Minty, enjoy that gifted sub and everything that it comes with, like, you know, access to my emotes and all those kind of things. But thank you, Ice Pagoda. I can appreciate it. I watch mostly VTubers anyhow. You just do you. That's the most important thing. If you like it, then you do it. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, though. Or 2 separate streams, one with VTuber, one with the face, then people can choose. I guess technically, something like that would be possible. Yeah, it would totally be possible. Yeah, so I would totally be able to do that, I guess, technically, within one instance of OBS. It would be very complicated, but it would technically be possible to have like one stream. I would have to make like a second Twitch account or like, you know, stream on YouTube. And then one stream would be like, you know, the actual face. And then the other stream would be the VTuber. But then like, you know, my voice would be the same and like the gameplay and everything would be the same on both. It would totally be possible technically, but like very convoluted. But yeah, it would totally be possible. I also need to look into YouTube streaming because that's also something that I see more and more people do now that it's, you know, technically like officially allowed on Twitch. I see more and more people, you know, like co-stream to YouTube. So I need to look into that as well. If I might want to do that. But I'm not sure if I want to necessarily. But then again, like I know that there are ways that it wouldn't necessarily cost you too much more, like, you know, processing power or CPU power or anything like that. I know that it doesn't necessarily have to cost too much resources. But I would have to set it all up, like, and like, I would have to make sure that I would have to have, like, you know, YouTube alerts. So, like, it takes some time to actually set it up. So that's why I haven't actually done that. Just keep it your choice and do it when you want. Yeah, yeah. And also, I have this weird thing, but maybe that's, like, a very weird thing, that if you want to be sort of, well, not necessarily famous, but, like, if you want to be more well-known and found in the furry community, I feel that you need to be a VTuber, because I don't know, I feel furries always prefer watching VTubers over, like, non-VTubers. But maybe that's a very weird assumption on my end. But that's sort of, like, always the sort of the vibe that I get. But maybe that's, I don't know. I can't say what I base that on. I just base that on sort of gut feeling, I guess. Only disadvantage is that you're not allowed to bridge chats. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, well, technically you're not allowed to do that, but, like, I don't think Twitch is gonna ban anyone for showcasing YouTube chat on their stream. But yeah, technically you're not allowed to do that. But yeah, if I would do it, if I would stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, I would totally still do that. But don't tell Twitch. Don't tell Twitch, chat. Keep that a secret between us. But I would totally still do that, because I think it's lame not doing that, because, yeah. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. Also on Instagram, I don't think I can easily stream to, like, same on TikTok. I don't think I can easily stream to TikTok because I don't have 10,000 followers yet. I think you need to have 10,000 followers on TikTok in order to go live there. I think. I don't know. I haven't used TikTok in forever. I was actually thinking about deleting my TikTok account a while ago, because I don't really use it anymore, and, like, I don't necessarily like TikTok too much. But same as with my Facebook account, I want to delete my Facebook account, but then also at the same time I'm, like, worried that it might, you know, bite me in the ass, I think. I'd have thought about something like that, but YouTube is a place I have zero following because I don't actually post anything. Yeah, and that's also, like, that's also the thing. Like, I have like, you know, 1,000+ subscribers on YouTube. But, like, I have no idea if I would stream there, if that would grow, if people would enjoy that. Like if I would stream to YouTube, it would primarily be to try and grow my following on either Twitch or YouTube, because I'm not a YouTube partner. I don't have the numbers for that. So I can't get things like, you know, like super chats or, like, you know, super stickers or super thanks or memberships or anything like that. I don't have that on YouTube. So, like, I can't get any monetary value from streaming there. So if I would stream there, it would just to be to try and, like, you know, either get those people over to Twitch or to grow my following on YouTube, and then hopefully one day, you know, being able to apply for partnership. But again, I would have to look into those kind of things, because I know it's not necessarily that difficult, but I just don't feel like setting it all up, because my OBS currently, it's not necessarily a mess, but it's kind of like an organized mess, an organized chaos. Like, I know how everything is set up, and then, like, if I'm gonna add another platform, I need to add other things, and I want everything to work, like, you know, flawlessly, and that just takes time. It just takes time to set everything up so that I like it. TTD. Also, I know a little while ago we talked about my mixer Go XLR and how it was sort of dead. I saw a message on the official Discord last week, or like 2 weeks ago, where the team behind Go XLR claimed that they're not dead. They're still very much alive. They moved their offices over to Denmark from Canada, apparently, and they are still working on updates, and they're even bringing out new gaming products in 2024. So I'm like, well, I'm happy with that, because I was already looking into alternatives for my Go XLR once it would, you know, once the software would stop working and it would break down and it wouldn't do what it's supposed to do anymore. I was like, okay, I need an alternative. And they're not cheap. So I was already, like, you know, preparing for that. But hopefully I don't have to now. Hopefully it keeps working and it keeps getting updates, and hopefully they'll add some good quality of life updates to the thing in the future as well, because that would be nice. AKA submixes, which they have promised for a while and is still not there. So yeah, we'll see if that ever gets added. I wonder if new people will find you easy on YouTube as you stream. Twitch is just looking at a category that you like and there you are. Yeah, so a lot of people, they always blame Twitch for having zero discoverability. And they always say like, yeah, YouTube, you have great discoverability. But I think YouTube discoverability is definitely overrated, because I never see in my recommended page, like the homepage with like recommended videos, I never see people that are live that I don't follow. So I feel that discoverability on YouTube is not that great either when you are a live streamer. Like when you post videos, then sure, yeah, then it's definitely better there. But like when you're live streaming, it's not that much better over there on YouTube than it is on Twitch. In fact, I feel you could argue that on Twitch, discoverability is better than it is on YouTube for live streams. So yeah, that's definitely also a thing. YouTube's discoverability is dependent completely on already being subscribed to. Yeah, exactly. Like if you are subscribed to someone, then yes, then you will see their live streams in your feed and you will see that they're live and everything, and you will see it in the sidebar and all those kind of things. But if you're not subscribed to someone, then like, again, as a live streamer, it's definitely not much better over there than it is on, than it is over here. So yeah. And sure, like, you know, YouTube, you have like clips and you can post your streams later as a video and then your subscribers will see that as well. So like, sort of like the entire ecosystem might be slightly better, but I still feel Twitch is the better place for live streaming over YouTube for sure. In terms of like, you know, the overall ecosystem. The only positive about streaming to YouTube is that the vid won't get deleted after 14 days. Yeah. Well, that's why we have the VOD channel. Because indeed, like, you know, on Twitch, your streams get deleted after like, you know, 14 days, I think. But I always upload my videos to YouTube so that they won't get deleted. And there is sort of like an archive of all my live streams. So yeah. If I would choose to stream on multiple platforms, I think Kick is a better option. I don't know too much about Kick. All that I know is that it's not necessarily a good place to be as a LGBT creator, because moderation on Kick is even worse than it is on Twitch. So things like hate rates and like those kind of things, it's way worse on Kick if you are a margin. If you are not a cis white male, then Kick is way worse for moderation and those kind of things. So personally, I would not stream on Kick, because with the kind of channel that we are, and like, you know, being, you know, gay and being a furry and being a puppy and sometimes streaming in like, you know, Mudpuphood and those kind of things, I don't think Kick would be the right place for me, knowing that there's a lot of hate for, like I said, marginalized communities over there. And not much moderation being done by like the Kick team. But you are a cis white male. Yeah, well, am I cis though? Wait, am I using terms wrong? Isn't cis being like, you know, straight? If not, then I mean a straight cis white male. I think even women on Kick are not necessarily, you know, like getting a lot of sort of like, you know, people flirting with them and all those kind of things. Although I guess that also happens on Twitch these days with like, you know, the weird metas that are currently happening with like, you know, naked streaming and those kind of things. Anyway, chat, does anyone have anything to talk to? Did you guys do something fun during your weekends? Or are you guys like working on something fun, or I want to build a better platform than Kick and then I call it ban? Wait, is there like a pun or like a play on words that I'm missing here? Hi, I'm live streaming on ban. Join me and get banned. Is that like the joke? Join me and get banned. That's kind of funny though. Also, I'm not sure if you guys ever visited Kick, but like, do you guys know that meme where it's like, hey, can I copy your homework? And then, yeah, sure, but you know, don't copy it like 100%, you know, change something so it's not too obvious that you copied it. That's literally Kick. Like, if you go to Kick, you'll basically see Twitch, but with different colors. I'm like, wow, they're not even being subtle about it. They literally just copied, you know, Twitch's layout and then they changed some colors and that's it. It's, I don't know. I don't know what I think about that. Kick is you are kicking somebody out, and ban you can't even join anymore. Kick's really uncomfortable. Even on the homepage, there's just gambling and stuff right on the front page, and it's not a good vibe. Yeah, no, it's definitely not. Like I said, like moderation on Kick is just eh. I think also the team behind Kick is like, you know, also a team behind a massive gambling side, I think. So yeah, I think that's also a thing. Tiri tiri. Tiri. The fact that it's run by crypto bros. Yeah, exactly. They pay streamers better is what I heard, but Twitch is also kicking out people again. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess they are paying people better, but yeah, I don't know. Like, if you're in it just for the money, then sure, Kick would be a better platform, but if you're in it to actually have a good time, then, you know, maybe not so much. When I've heard that constantly badger streamers promote crypto and similar. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised about something like that. Tiri. So try to push them to do the gambling live on stream thing too. Yeah, like I said, I would never switch to Kick. If Twitch would go down, like last week there was a lot of people talking about how, what is his name? Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, has said that Twitch is not profitable, and, you know, Amazon is like, you know, hey, you need to be profitable and stuff like that. And everyone was like, yeah, Twitch is going down and it's gonna go bankrupt and all those kind of things. I don't know, like, if it happens, it happens, you know, there's nothing we can do to change it anyway. But I think the fact that Twitch is not profitable, I think that is nothing new. I think that's, you know, we've known that for many years, I think. So. Tiri. Oh man, there was something else that I wanted to talk about or that I wanted to share, but I totally forgot. I was like, oh man, I need to talk about this one thing on stream, and I totally forgot about it. I hate that. The problem is this is a service side, and services aren't meant to be profitable, like the postal service in the US and stuff. Yeah, I kind of see what you mean. But is it a certain, like, I guess it's also a platform. So yeah, I don't know. I hope to keep Twitch running. I really wonder why that much people are working at Twitch. But I mean, they did lay off like a ton of people last week. That's why it got in the news that, like, you know, it had to lay off a bunch of folks, which is very unfortunate, of course. And then, you know, then there was this news where Dan Clancy, the CEO, said like, yeah, Twitch is not profitable and we have issues and yada, yada, yada. That's also why they came, like, they're working together with NVIDIA and OBS to have like other ways of encoding and transcoding on Twitch. Because I think that what their end goal is to lower costs for on their side and, like, you know, let the users do the encoding and the transcoding themselves. So that's like, you know, they're trying to find ways left and right to in order to, like, you know, save money. So yeah. Almost 500 people. Yeah, like it's really unfortunate. Of course, for all those people losing their jobs. It's never fun when people lose their jobs. I think I'm also I'm gonna finish my drink. Then I think I'm gonna take a break, and then we're probably we're gonna play some games. I'm still not fully decided on either Overwatch or Fortnite, but I guess it's definitely gonna be one of the two, because those are games I don't have to really think about. So I can just yeah, I can just chill and vibe. I've been playing Lego Fortnite a bunch lately. I love it so much. Yeah, I played it a little bit over the weekend as well with Peter, for like an hour or two. And well, the thing that I loved about it is that I got like 5 levels up. I went like 5 levels up by just playing the Lego mode, which was really nice. But yeah, it's definitely fun. I just hate it though that most of the skins that I use don't have a Lego version yet. I kind of hate that. Like, I use a lot of the furry skins and they don't have they don't have any Lego versions yet, and I kind of hate that. They're adding more over time. There's just so many skins to catch up on. Yeah, no, I know that. I know that they said that, and I know, like, weirdly enough, a lot of the licensed skins, like, you know, most, if not all of the Marvel skins don't have Lego versions yet. But I have one Spider-Man skin that does have a Lego version, and I don't understand why. But I kind of do understand why that one. But like, most of the other ones that I have, they don't have a Lego version. But I think the one that that I have is a sort of unlicensed one, because they sort of made it for Fortnite, I think. So that's why probably it has a Lego version. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of a collab between Lego and Fortnite to get things that actually look like real Lego minifigs. It was taking forever. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that Lego is going to do more collabs with games this year. I really hope they're going to do a collab again with Overwatch, because there's a Lego Bastion skin that I really want, that I missed out on because I didn't play Overwatch back then. And I would love for that to come back, because I would definitely pay money to get that, because it's such a cool skin and I really love it. But you can't get it anymore because it's like, it was super exclusive. So I would love it if Lego and Overwatch are going to do a collab again. And if they would bring that skin back, I would totally buy it. The Hunky Tiger from Battle Pass is a Lego already. Oh, really? I'm using, like I said, I'm using a couple of the furry skins, like the white fox and the regular fox and the Wendell, like the doggo. They're not Lego-ified just yet. So yeah. Anyway, chat, I'm gonna take my break. Like I said, I'm gonna grab something new to drink, I guess. And then once I come back, we're gonna be playing some games. I haven't decided yet completely what we're gonna play, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. So you guys know the drill. Play some Plinko in the meantime. I'm also gonna run an ad for the non-subs, just so you know. And yeah, then I'll be back in a couple of minutes. We'll be doing some games. You guys also take a break if you want to. Grab something to drink or a snack. If you haven't done so already, go to the bathroom. This is the time to do it. And then I'll see you when I return. I'll be right back, chat. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, I'm back. I just looked outside, chat, outside our front window thing next to our front door. And there's a little bit of snow outside. It's been snowing all day today, like, you know, on and off. We had, like, you know, massive snow. When I drove home from work, it was also, like, snowing pretty hard. But I don't think it's like, you know, the temperatures are not cold enough so that it actually stays on the ground. But now there was a bit of a thin layer of snow outside. So yeah, maybe it'll stay overnight and there will be snow tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Tsi-tsi-ri-ri, tsi-tsi-ri. Tsi-tsi. I think I'm gonna play some. I think I'm gonna play some Fortnite. I was kind of feeling like doing that. So I think we're gonna do that. So let me get some things ready. Let me get some things ready. Tsi 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 ri ri. Tsi tsi ri tsi tsi. Tsi tsi ri tsi. Tiri tiri tiri. All right, let me change the category. Fortnite. I don't think I've played the new season of Fortnite on stream yet. I don't think I've played it on stream yet, so this is going to be a first of me playing it on stream. I mean, we've played Fortnite, like, you know, for forever, of course, but, like, not necessarily the new season. All right. Fork knife. Fortnite. I love calling it that. I can't ever stop. I always call it Fortnite. I don't know why. All right. I think we can go here. I think this would work. Also, chat, for those of you who play Fortnite, don't you guys hate the new... hello? OBS? OBS, hello? Hello, OBS, why are we not doing what we are supposed to do? Hello? Can I get my game? Hey, OBS, please. Is there an update to Fortnite that it doesn't want to do that it can't do game capture? Is that a thing? Do I need to really use display capture, which I don't really want to, but is that the only thing that I can do now? Oh wait, wait, hang on. Let's see if this works. Wait, let me try rebooting it because I don't want to do display capture. Let's see if this is gonna work. It was just a random moment where OBS just didn't want to pick up the window for me though. Restarting it did help though. Fortnite, I mean. Alright, let's try this. Yeah, the thing is, I have this, I have sort of 2 instances of Fortnite running. The Battle Eye launcher is also sort of active, so I don't get that. That's weird. That usually never happens. Still doesn't work though. Okay, well, I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna actually launch it via the Epic launcher instead of just using the shortcut on my desktop. Maybe that's, I don't know, maybe that's a weird thing where it doesn't do what it needs to do. Oh wait, and now it's capturing my, now it's capturing the launcher sort of half-assed. Titty. And if it doesn't work, then I'll just use display capture, but I never really like that because I always fear that my game crashes and then everyone sees, like, you know, things that they're maybe not supposed to see. That's why I don't like display capture. But I guess if it doesn't work, then I'll have to do that. So weird. I stopped using the generic game capture window setting and just got specific to the executable. Yeah, so I have it set to I have a hotkey on my desktop. Or I have a hotkey, I should say, where if I press F5, it should take the window that's, like, you know, in focus. And it always works, but now it doesn't. So I guess we're just gonna do display capture. Wait, let me check if I have anything behind Fortnite that might be problematic. No, there's nothing there. Just my desktop, so we're good. Like, it's not that I have, like, super secret things or anything, but I don't know, I just don't want to accidentally show something that is not, you know, that I don't want people to see. All right, let's see. So I hate it. That I can't do random for my saved characters anymore. I hate that. So let's see who we're gonna. I got some new skins recently. I got 11 from Stranger Things. I got that. I also have the Turtles, Ninja Turtles, Leonardo. I have him as well, which is super cool. Let's see, any other new skins? Yeah, so we got the White Fox. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that yet on stream. We got that. We got this one, which was a like a 5 euro skin, 4 euro skin. We got this guy. I think we've played with this guy on stream before. Venom, I think, is kind of new. We got this Spider-Man, Wendell, of course. So yeah, lots of cool skins. So I might go back to the lobby a couple more times so I can switch skins. Because I have all these cool skins that I can't, you know, rotate between because for some reason they took that out and I still don't understand why. It's like they had a perfectly fine working feature and then they took it out. It's like, why did you do that? Midai, hello. I didn't know you got 11. Yeah, actually, Trix gifted that to me a while ago, which was super sweet of there. So yeah. Oh, thank you for the pets. I appreciate the pets. The Robo Dino. Yeah, like, did you get that as well? I mean, I know that you love your robots, Minty. Did you get this one as well? It was like, I think it's like 4 euros. So it probably also is like $4. And you get like 600 V-Bucks with that as well, which is a perfect deal. I don't think you can get it anymore, though. I don't think you can get it anymore. All right, let me mute pause the music as well, by the way. All right, we're not going to play trios. We're going to play solos. Do I want to play ranked? I guess technically I could. It might be a bit more sweaty, but that's okay. Let's do ranked. Ranked 0 builds. I'm currently silver 3, which I have no idea if that's any good or not. Thunder Lizard looks like the main guy from Dorohedoro. Oh yeah, the sushi chef guy. Or yeah, the lizard guy. I think he was in the battle pass like 1 or 2 seasons ago. It probably was active during a period before Lego Fortnite came out, which was when I reinstalled. Oh yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. Oh. Fortnite was not started correctly and needs to be closed. We recommend trying to launch the game using the Epic Games launch. That's what I did! Okay. That's exactly what I did, though. So, like... But I did close the Battle Eye thing because it normally never is a thing, so maybe that's why. Let's try again, and I'm not going to close it this time. Yeah, Fortnite, please! I just want to play some games. Let me play some games. Now it's not doing the double instances thing, I believe. At least not yet. Oh wait, it is though. It is, never mind. I thought it wasn't, but it still is. Alright, because this is still not working, right? F5? No, alright, we're still gonna have to do this. Okay, well, let's see if this is gonna work then. Yeah, so I can't close the second window. Weird. That's weird. Also, I recently gotten into reading reading manga. Actually, Midai got me into reading manga. There was this one manga that I'm reading right now, which is called, what's it called? Rugby Rumble, which, as the name implies, is about a guy that joins a rugby team, which is fun because I used to play rugby myself back in the day when I was younger and when my body was still sort of able to do that. So it's kind of nice to sort of have a manga that is all about that. But now the thing is, though, the thing that I kind of dislike is that the new chapters are being released every week. But they're like super short. They're like 19 pages or 20 pages, something like that. And sometimes even less than that. Like sometimes they're like 15 or 12 pages. So you read an entire chapter, you read it in like, 10 minutes. Which is kind of nice because, you can easily read it while, you're on the toilet or before you go to sleep or, in between things that you're doing. So that's kind of nice. But it's kind of a bummer that, you have to read like, 20 pages and then you have to wait an entire week for a new chapter to be released. So I was looking into maybe, like if I was looking to see like, okay, a lot of mangas apparently are that short. I was looking to see if I could find some other ones that I might like. And I found one today. I haven't actually read it though yet, but I found it in like, the app that I'm using. That is all about a ice hockey team. So I was like, oh, that could also be fun. Because, I mean, I've never played ice hockey myself. Even though when I was younger, I wanted to play ice hockey because it seems like a very cool sport. And I wanted to play it, but like there was no team near me. And also it probably was kind of expensive. And my parents didn't really have the funds to get me like, the entire... gear for ice hockey because you need to have like, the padding and the boots and the clothing and, or the skates and all those kind of things and the helmet. So yeah, I never actually gotten like into playing ice hockey. I also always wanted to play American football, but kind of same thing. No team near me and expensive in terms of like, gear. But yeah, I thought maybe that could be a fun manga as well. A manga about ice hockey. So I might check that out as well, because I think, if the chapters are also like, 10 to 20 pages long, then it would be perfect to check that out as well. I'd be impatient. Story of my life with One Piece for the last 15 years. Yeah, heck, like if every chapter is like, 20 pages long and you have to wait a week to get a new one. Heck. What's it called? Wait, let me quickly see if I can quickly check it. I found it in... I was just browsing the app, and I found it in the browse section for like sports. sports and club activities. It's called Docs Red. If you go to the browse section and then sports club activities, it should be at the top row, at least for me. I'm not sure if that's the same for everyone, but like at least for me, it's in the top row. I haven't actually read it yet, but it seems like a fun. It seems like the summary seems like it would be a fun one, so I definitely want to check that out. And there were already like I think like 20 chapters, so I have a little bit to read before I have to wait another week every time again as well. Random thing, but I miss last summer's chill vibes. Well, hopefully you'll get the same chill vibes this summer then. I always love summer. I can't wait for it to be summer again. Like, I don't necessarily hate winter, but I just am not a fan of cold weather. And I hate it that here in the Netherlands we usually don't get a lot of snow. And like, if we do get snow, it's usually like, you know, meh. You know, it is snowing, but it's not really... It's not really like good snow, you know? It doesn't stay on the ground that long. So I kind of dislike that. Although I've heard that maybe this Wednesday, there'll be like, you know, a massive blizzard and there will be like, you know, massive snow as well. So if that's the case, that might be a good excuse for me to work from home on that day, because I might be able to make it to the office, but then maybe I can't make it back home again. I had so much fun in Fortnite with all the paint splatter and like the concert festival feel. Oh yeah, that was a fun season. Although I have to say, I really like this new season as well. I loved the previous season where they went back to, like, you know, the OG Fortnite. I really loved that as well. I wish they would do that for longer, but, you know, it was nice however long it lasted. And I believe they said they were going to do the same thing again this year, so that could be fun. I don't know it, but I do recognize the art style. I think it's from the same mangaka as Golden Kamui. And that's like one of my favorite mangas of all time. Oh, really? Let me check if I'm right. Well, if that would be true, then I would be even more excited to read it, because then I guess the quality of the story and the art and everything would be good as well. Helga says you don't have to worry about that. Ah. I was kind of hoping it would happen, though, because I was sort of looking for an excuse to work from home on Wednesday. Not that I necessarily need an excuse, I guess, but, you know, it would be nice to sort of have an excuse. I could just be like, oh yeah, well, there's gonna be a massive snowstorm coming in, so I need to work from home. I was also checking in the app if there would be some, maybe some, like, you know, some I don't think there would be some yaoi mangas, but like maybe some boy romance ones. And there was a romance category, but I couldn't find any like gay romance mangas, or maybe I just didn't necessarily look good enough. But that would also be fun, because I always love romantic stories. I'm a sucker for romantic stories. I'll take that. I was right. It's by Satoru Noda, the same mangaka as Golden Kamui. Oh, nice! So does that mean you're also gonna check it out? I'll definitely read it now that I know. Nice. Well, yeah, I wanted to read it myself as well, so we'll... That would be good. So then we can sort of keep each other updated on and we can talk about the story once we are both up to speed. I wish there was a manga for the there's this anime that I really like that I need to continue watching as well, which is called Free, which is about a high school swim team. And, you know, despite what some people might have you believe, the story of it is actually kind of okay as well. So I don't just watch it to see cute guys in swimwear. I also kind of enjoy the story. But there's no manga from it. Otherwise, I would totally read that as well. If you hate waiting for a week every time for a new chapter to drop, you can always read a manga that has been finished. For example, Golden Kamuy. Well, yeah, I wanted to read the volleyball manga that we are watching right now. What's it called? IQ? I wanted to read that, but because that has already been finished, I can't read it for free. You need to have a subscription to the app. So I don't think... I think you said that as well, that most finished mangas you need to pay in order to actually read them. And I saw that with this ice hockey one, there was also a message saying that you can read the first or the last 6 chapters for free, and then all the other ones you need to pay for, but I didn't see that you actually had to pay. So either that is not true, or they made like an oopsie or something, I don't know. But yeah, I guess I just wanted to quickly read it now that I still can, because I don't know if that will be, if it'll be available for long. Okay, there's someone here. Oh, there they are. Oh, come on! There we go. Nice. Oh my god, they have Silver Surfer in Fortnite shop, just naked Silver guy. Yeah, I have nothing with Silver Surfer. Like, I'm not a massive fan of Silver Surfer or anything, but the skin is kind of good looking. Yeah, I do agree. But I already spent kind of, well, not too much money, but I already spent sort of enough money on getting skins in Fortnite just because they look good. So I can't really sort of afford for myself to get that one, because like I said, I don't really care for Silver Surfer. He just sort of looks good. You can download manga decks. There are many more manga on there, but it's the illegal platform, Scanlations, and on there you find more yaoi as well. I'll take you through it sometime. Oh yeah, please do. Please do. Because maybe you already have some, I don't know if you might have some good recommendations on some good quality yaoi manga. You can read the chapters one time and one time only. They work with tickets. Once used, you can't read it anymore, so be careful with reloading the pages. Well, yeah, but I don't think I could actually like it because I saw with the Rugby Rumble there was like I think chapter 7. I also had to get a ticket in order to read it. Like I couldn't read it twice for some reason. But that is actually set like, you know, a ticket, like free with a ticket. Okay, I didn't see her coming. But with the IQ, it actually said that I had to have the manga plus max thing. So I don't think that would work. I'm keeping an eye out for more non-human skins, personally. I need more robot in my life. Yeah, it's a bummer that the robot dragon that I just showed you is not in the shop anymore. Otherwise, that would have been perfect. For you. How's the audio, by the way, chat? Is the audio any good? Like, is it not too loud? Well, there's no audio right now for some reason. But like, if the when there's audio in the game, is it any good? For the ongoing manga, the first and last 6 chapters are always free. Everything in between is one read tickets. For the completed manga, you have to pay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why does it take this long to find a new match? But yeah, I'm definitely going to be checking out the ice hockey one as well. And I think it had like, I think it had like 20 chapters already, something like that. So then I'll, you know, I'm if I don't finish them all in one day, I just have enough for like, you know, a couple of days, I guess. Or depending on how often I read, for like a couple of weeks maybe, but probably not that long. Oh crap, mute. I totally forgot that I haven't streamed this in forever. So I turned off the licensed audio because I was like, yeah, I haven't streamed it in forever. So like I want to hear the songs, but now I'm actually streaming it, so I shouldn't do that. Me too, thanks for recommending. Yeah, sure, no worries. And yeah, we'll have to talk about the other app and some other good recommendations that you might have for that. I did that the other day when I was playing on my own. Yeah, like I've been playing so much, you know, off stream, but I was like, I always saw people doing the dances and everything, and I never heard the music, so I was like, yeah, I can just turn it off. Especially during my streaming break, you know, I was playing the game as well, and I was like, yeah, I'm not streaming anyway, so I might as well turn it off. But yeah, now that I am streaming it again, I need to turn it back on. I love how the fox actually has paw pads and toe beans as well. It's so cute. You never see them, only when you're gliding, but still. Oh crap! Oh yeah, I forgot there's actually NPCs here that are not messing around. Hello? There we go. I think there's also other human players that have landed here. Yep, there was one there. I'm just gonna steer clear until I have some better weapons. What's that? SMG? Oh man, there's so many people here. Maybe this wasn't the best place to land. That's also a kind of a cool skin. The is that a what's it called? The kitsune? No. Or is it? Oh, what the hell was that? I don't know what happened there. Okay, maybe I should go somewhere else. I need to have some more ammo for my AR. Because I only have 26 bullets, which is definitely not enough. Also, let me spray myself with some blue glowy stuff. So tomorrow I have an appointment with my physical therapist. I'm really curious what he's going to say about my my shoulder. It's still sort of hurt. It's still, well, not sort of. It's still definitely painful. I feel that it's better than it was last week, though. But it's still definitely painful. And for some reason, my entire bicep, like, you know, my upper arm is, like, completely bruised. And I kind of wonder, I want to ask him if that's normal when I, you know, with, like, the injury that I had. Because I was kind of scared when I saw that a couple days ago. I was like, wait, why the hell is my entire upper arm bruised when it's my shoulder that was sort of almost dislocated? So, I mean, it might make sense, but I don't know. It sort of felt off, I guess. But yeah, I kind of hope that tomorrow he'll just say that it takes some time to heal and that's it, because with my new health insurance, I don't have that many physical therapy treatments, unfortunately, so I don't want to use all of them in, like, you know, the first month of the year. Ideally. Like if I have to, then I'll have to. But like if I don't have to, then ideally I don't have to. You see the shoulder muscle connects to the arm muscle connects. Yeah, that's what Peter said as well, is that, you know, even though you had an injury in your shoulder, it still sort of is connected. So it might also, you know, you might see it on your arm as well. So I'm wondering if that Ko-fi stream bot, if that's new, because I've never seen those messages before. I wonder if it's new that it actually makes that announcement on the chat. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, like, you know, while we are talking about it anyway, if you want to support me, but you don't necessarily want to, you know, spend money on Twitch subs, I also have a Ko-fi page where you can, well, you can do two things. You can either just buy me a coffee if you want to and support me that way, or you can actually get some of my stream effects that I've made available for free. You can get them over there as well. They are currently, well, they've always been, but they are currently, you know, you get what you get. As I don't really have the time to fully support them at the moment. Most of them still work. I did have to take down one of them though, because it didn't work anymore, but I believe most of them should totally still work, especially if you use StreamerBot. I haven't updated them for Sammy yet. I don't think I will. At least not in the near future. Maybe in, like, you know, the longer future, but in the near future I won't update them for Sammy. Surrounding area is probably trying to support the spot that was actually in trouble. Yeah, that does make sense. By the way, I read into it, but 3 is loosely based on a light novel, which is called High Speed. Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I knew that it was based on a novel that was called High Speed. I think High Speed, though, was sort of a prequel. Where in 3, they're all, like, in sort of, like, high school and they're a little bit older. Whereas in High Speed, I believe they were all much younger, I think, as far as I remember correctly when I was more invested into that anime. But yeah, I think I knew that. But also definitely still text me, like, specifics and if I can read it somewhere, but because I would still love to read it somewhere if I can. How's your shoulder feeling now? It's sort of feeling okay, but I definitely, like, today at work, I definitely felt it, and driving to work, I also felt it. With, like, you know, steering motions and everything. So yeah, it's definitely still pretty tender. And, like, sleeping on it as well is also not the best. So, like, I sleep on this side now most of the night because it's not super comfortable sleeping on, like, you know, my injured shoulder. So yeah. For those of you who don't know, chat, I did a bit of an oopsie last week at the gym. So I was doing an incline bench press, and my gym had a new machine for that. So the re-rack station of the thing, I tried to put the bar back in after my set, but for some reason, and I still don't really, like, thinking about it, I don't really understand how it happened. But for some reason, instead of lifting it into the thing, I lifted, like, over the thing and tried and only realized too late when the weight was dropping, there was nothing there to support it. That was basically, you know, like, the entire barbell with the weight sort of went behind me and then it dropped to the floor because there was nothing there to support, like, you know, to catch the weight. So that was a bit of an oopsie. But because of that, my left shoulder sort of, well, I feel that I don't know for sure, but I feel that it almost dislocated because when I tried to do another set when I thought it was okay, I literally felt something sort of, like, move inside, and then when I, you know, quickly dropped the weight back, it popped back in. So yeah, I don't know what that was, but it definitely felt like something was moving that shouldn't be moving that way. So that was kind of scary and also pretty painful. So I went to the physical therapist that same evening, and he said that he didn't think any of the muscles were torn, but he said they definitely were. They definitely were injured. So yeah. Sending healing switches to your shoulder. Yeah, thank you. I think that the thing that I hate most, like, it's not super painful just when I do like certain movements, and sometimes it just sort of, when I'm sitting in one position for too long, that's when it gets kind of painful. I just hate it that I can't do my regular exercises now, because I can't really do any sort of like arm exercises or shoulder exercises, so I kind of hate that. So today at the gym I was focusing on legs, and last week as well. And, you know, I'm probably going to go to the gym again this week, and I'm going to do legs again. But I really, you know, miss my regular exercises. But better take my time to get it healed properly before getting back at it. Strong Jordy, gotta rest and heal, right? Yeah. I don't wanna. I wanna get, you know, strong puppy. I want to get buff. Well, I don't necessarily want to get buff. I just want to... I want to get lean and muscular, but that's probably never going to happen. So I'm just going to get muscular, and then that's it. I'll have to accept that. I'm not sure if I've ever been here. I just want to get itty bitty and easy to carry off. I have to say, oh yeah, no, I think I have been here. I have to say I have made massive progress this year in terms of self-acceptance, because it took me a very long time to sort of accept my body, and I always hated the way that I looked. And I still sometimes do, and like still certain parts of my body I still definitely don't like, but I've also kind of come to terms with, you know, that this is the way that I look, and I'm working in, you know, I'm working hard to sort of make it better, I guess. But for now, I'm also kind of accepting how I look as well, and I'm very happy with that, because I think self-acceptance is also very important. And sure, you know, I'm not where I would love to be, but well, trying to get somewhere where you want to be while at the same time sort of hating the way you look is also not really a great combination. So yeah. Proud of you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and like one thing that I never thought that I would actually do is that, you know, these days I also just wear to the gym whatever I want, or at least I try to. So like I said at the start of stream, I always love training in my compression gear because it just feels comfortable, and there's like no loose fabric to sort of catch on, like, you know, when I'm doing like squats and everything, to like sort of catch onto my thighs or whatever. But I never really dared to wear that because I always felt too big for that. But now lately I'm sort of been like, you know what? I'm just gonna wear whatever the hell I want, and I'm gonna feel good doing so. Because why should only super lean and muscular guys be able to wear skin-tight gear for working out in? So today it was... So today I did the same thing because I was doing legs, so I didn't want to wear any shorts. I was just wearing my tights, but it was slightly more crowded than I hoped it would be. So I was sort of like, oh man, everyone is going to be looking at me. But I just put on my music and I tried to just sort of not care. Because, well, I wasn't wearing anything inappropriate, so... If they were going to be looking at me, well then I guess they just have to look at me. Like, what are they going to do? Tell me that I need to change into something else? I love those emotes, they're so cute. I mean, if I can say I'm a fan of looking at you. Oh, stop it. What's in here? I doubt if I've ever been here before, but maybe I have. But yeah, it took me a long time to sort of come to terms with that, because I always felt very, even when I was going to the gym in, like, you know, just a loose fitting t-shirt and shorts, I also felt like, I don't know, my body wasn't looking good enough wearing that. Oh wait, I shouldn't go this way. But now I'm just like, you know, even though I'm not super thin, super lean or muscular or anything like that yet, I don't know, I still like the way that I look. Especially my shoulders. I've always loved the way that my shoulders looked. That has always been my favorite part of my body, I guess, my shoulders. Well, what makes you feel good and everybody else can bite it? Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. I would just need to get... There we go. I would just need to get a little bit more secure, you know, self... is that... what's the word? A little bit more confident when there's, like, you know, more people at my gym. But I'm sure that time will come as well. It has been a massive help now that I'm training and working out with music on. Like, I've never really done that. Then recently I've got myself a pair of noise-cancelling earbuds, and that has been such a life changer. Because whenever I put them on at the gym, I don't hear anyone else. I just hear, you know, my music and myself. And it really makes me feel like I'm sort of like in my own bubble. And I kind of forget everyone else that is around me, and it's like super nice. So that has literally been like, you know, a game changer. You're killing it. I'm super proud of you. Oh, thank you. That's super sweet of you to say. I mean, you know that, you know, your help in everything and your motivation has been a massive part of that as well. So thank you for that. But obviously, I hope you know that. Also, it feels like that was the first comment of the game. Yeah, I mean, I've only made 2 kills. And there's like 7 people left, so... I don't know where everyone went. Well, there was this comment at the start of the game where I had trouble getting out of the starting area, but then after that, like, I didn't see anyone. It would be nice if I can make it to, like, you know, the final 3. Am I still in the circle? Oh, wait, no, the circle is way off, so I need to start moving.
Ots Flower, I'm very glad to be of help, Korg, and eat, it's my passion.
Aw, thank you for the 100 biddies. I appreciate that, and thank you for that as well. I can appreciate that. You are such a sweetie. I wish that I had a better assault rifle, because this one is not the best. I mean, I guess it works. There's also... I feel there's a couple of guys behind me, like in those yellow circles, but they're gonna be in the storm soon, so... Unless they start moving, which I don't mind if they die in the storm, but still. When in doubt, hide in the bush for a bit. Yeah, I can definitely... Ah, this one is just outside of the storm. Otherwise, I could totally do that. Oh, wait, there's someone there. Do I have a sniper? I do not have a sniper. Yeah, he saw me. Yeah, he definitely saw me. I don't have a good enough gun to be doing this. Because this assault rifle doesn't have a scope, which is annoying. Wait, let me drink this one first. Oh, crap. Oh, dang it. 6th place, though, is not too bad. It's not too bad. I don't like the combat as much as I like the exploring aspect. Still silver 3. I like it, though, that you still rank up. I have to say, I haven't played a ton of ranked Fortnite, but I do prefer it over the... for instance, like the system in Overwatch where you don't rank up or you don't change ranks if you don't win. Which I kind of understand that obviously Overwatch is a way different game. And it would kind of suck if you only rank up in Fortnite if you are, like, you know, number 1. But still. I'm just a baby fork knifer, to be honest. Well, I did think that you would really enjoy the Lego mode. They're changing the rank system in Overwatch next season, where it will be the same as here. Oh, it will be the same? Yeah, I knew they were going to change it. I didn't know it was going to be next season, though. I like that. I wonder if you also get... I don't think so, though, but I wonder if you also get the red points for not winning then. That would be really nice. But I kind of doubt that. Also, what time is it? 20 past 10. Yeah, probably not. I don't think so either. We're talking about Blizzard. Well, weren't they going to make changes to the entire... weren't they going to make changes to the entire monetization aspect of the game as well? Now that Microsoft owns Blizzard? I would love it if they would actually make it so that if you buy the Battle Pass, you actually get the currency back to buy it again next season, but I wonder if that's ever going to happen. Let's go to Classic Course. I really like it to land there. Blizzard will only make changes in ways to make sure they get as much money as they can. Probably, maybe, perhaps, mayhaps. I love mayhaps. Look at his toe beans. They're so cute. It's funny, I was thinking the other day, like on my Twitter, I follow a lot of furry, so I see a ton of furry art. I was thinking the other day, like, oh man, I love seeing furry art so much. Like, it always makes me so happy to see all these different characters and everything. I was also thinking, like, you know, because I did a lot of sort of pre-work for the new version of Brooklyn. And I was also thinking that maybe I want to, like, while I'm waiting for, you know, Peter to start working on his design and everything, I could also work on maybe adding some sort of, like, lore to, I like writing some lore for him. Because I also always enjoy that aspect of, you know, the furry fandom, you know, how people have created entire backstories for their characters and everything. And I've always wanted to do that as well, but I never really had the time, or like I never really sort of took the time to do that. But I guess now is a perfect opportunity for me to actually do that as well. Oh, there's someone there. Hello. I don't think she's noticed me. Like, I don't know where I would actually, like, put like, you know, the backstory. Like, I could upload it to, like, a Google Drive or something so people could read it if they want to, but I guess mostly it would just be for me. I love seeing different takes on, like, hybrid furries and all that kind of thing. Yeah, so my persona is going to be a hybrid as well. Not necessarily the most exciting hybrid, I guess, but still. It still counts as a hybrid. I also love furry art so much. Yeah. Like, if I had a bit more money, I would totally, like, you know, be addicted to getting furry art. Like, I would love to commission someone to make, like, a massive sticker pack or Telegram from Brooklyn as well, but yeah. Like, I'm not saying it's too expensive, but it's just, like, you know, those kind of sticker packs are not cheap, so yeah, first things first. It dies an Arctic Wolf. Yeah, which I love. I love that he's also a hybrid. And not just that, yeah, they cost quite a lot, but not just that, but most of the artists of like, you know, sticker packs, their commissions are never open. And then, you know, the more popular ones, once they open, like, you know, there's so little chance of actually being picked for a commission. I mean, which I get, like, you know, if an artist is in the position that they can sort of choose who they want to work with, I mean, good for them. But, you know, it does sort of kind of suck, I guess, as a potential commissionee? I don't know, is that a word? But yeah, like, it does sort of suck, I guess, for someone who wants to commission an artist, that it's really hard to actually get a spot. I was never happy with any particular animal, so I just made up something for my Sona instead, which I think is also really cool. I think that's also super cool, though. I mean, when I, like, you know, the current version of Brooklyn is just a wolf. So, like, I'm sure that a lot of people are like, oh yeah, a wolf is the most basic species in the furry fandom, which I guess while it might be true, I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing. But I do love it how sort of like the 2.0 version has upgraded to a hybrid. It's also still so funny that my Sona has evolved over time, like a gosh dang Pokemon. Yeah, like I wanted to make some changes to Brooklyn for like a very long time, but I always sort of felt like my character was sort of set in stone. And it's funny, like I always sort of compare it to like myself, I guess, in a way. And like, yeah, I don't change myself. Like I haven't changed. But then thinking about it, like obviously I have changed. Like my hairstyle is different, and like, you know, I dye my hair and I have a beard now, and I got like tattoos and I got like, you know, piercings and stuff like that. So obviously I've changed as well. So why can't a persona change? And like my pup Sona as well, like, you know, it's not something that I'm actively like working on, but if I ever were to need to get like a new pup hood, or like if I ever have some money that I can just get a new pup hood, I think it's also, I'm not just gonna get the same pup hood that I have right now. I might also make some changes to that as well. And then part of me is like, yeah, but then it won't be Brook anymore. And same with like, you know, my persona. Like if I make changes, then it won't be Brooklyn anymore. But you know, it still is. But he's just different. You know, he's evolved. Just like myself, he's changed over time. Sonas are a reflection of yourself, so change them how you wanna. And that's hack and valid, yeah. I don't know, I always had this sort of maybe weird take on these kind of things, because I guess it stems from my sort of dislike for change. Like I don't like change in life in general. I'm guessing like, yeah, I've made this Sona, like this, you know, my first Sona or my pup Sona, so like I've made this, so I can't change it because I don't like change. But then part of me wanted to change it, but I'm like, yeah, but I can't because that would be bad. But now I'm sort of glad that I'm over that, and I'm like, yeah, no, of course I can make changes. I have a secondary pup self I discovered that I created just for me. I learned that Pup Minty was a little bit performative, and suddenly this other pup self spawned. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah, like one of the things that I always sort of felt was that, like, you know, pink is my main color. So like, you know, all of the accents on my first Sona and my pup Sona are all pink. So I always felt like, yeah, I can't add another color because pink has always been my main color. And like, you know, my gear is pink. Like I have like a pink harness and like, you know, pink clothing, and like, you know, everything is pink in terms of like, you know, the gear that I tried to get. With the exception of my rubber suit, which is purple, because I didn't want to get that in pink. So that's purple. So like I'm kind of like purple is close to pink, so that also still counts. But I've always, you know, kind of toyed with the idea of adding some different colors to my sonas as well. But I always felt like I couldn't do that because then, you know, my gear wouldn't match and like, you know, everything wouldn't match and it would be too different, like too much of a departure from what it is right now. But I've also kind of let go of that idea and I'm just like, you know what, I like these colors as well and I can always just get like, you know, new gear that is actually in the new colors as well, or just, you know, add to my collection if I want to. So yeah, while it took some time, I'm glad that I've sort of changed my mindset for the better because it's, I'm actually kind of happy with that as well. I'm still working on getting a pup hood that looks the way I want it for this new pup. That's so cool though. I'm glad you've unshackled yourself from that thought. Yeah, yeah, me too. Because I don't know what it came from, but like I said, I think it came from my sort of dislike for change and like, and sort of giving myself these weird imaginary self-created boundaries. Which I don't know why I do that, but I often do that. Inertia and made up rules for yourself. I'll struggle with those two. Yeah, and that's the weird thing because I think especially the furry community, you know, everyone is like so creative and everyone has like all these cool creative ideas. And I feel that, you know, like a lot of people in the furry community are like, you know, they have like a massive imagination and like, you know, the type of species and characters that people come up with is like so diverse. So I'm like, why shouldn't I embrace that for myself? Why shouldn't I let my creativity and imagination run free as well and create something that I'm actually truly very happy with? Instead of sort of sticking to these made up rules and boundaries that I've set for myself that don't necessarily, you know, make me happy. Yet no mole sonars. Yeah. Hey, we were talking about that the other day, how we haven't ever seen a mole sonar. Like, I've seen many different species, but I've never seen a mole sonar. Wait, is there someone still there, or? Oh, geez, yeah, they are. Wait, are they behind that tree? Yeah, they are. Out there, but I've just never seen one. Yeah, I'm sure that someone has a mole sonar. Yeah, I'm sure of that. Crap, I forgot which tree they were behind. What else do we have here? So yeah, I'm super excited for like, you know, working on that new and improved version of Brooklyn, but like I said, it's gonna take a little bit of time. So I just need to, as excited as I am, I also need to have patience. geez, wait. Were they working together? Oh, wait, there was an NPC, I guess. Yeah, there was an NPC. Dang it. All right, let's go back to the lobby so I can change skins for the next game. Ooh, almost leveled up. Or ranked up, I guess. GG, thank you. I'm gonna go sleepies. No worries. No worries, Midai. Thank you so much for hanging out. Sleep well. Enjoy your stream. Thank you, I will. I will. Alright, let's see. Love your face and have all the good dreams. Let's go with the turtles. Leonardo. I mean, I've done all the weekly quests. I need to... Oh, wait, new quests are coming out tomorrow. Good, because I need some new weekly quests so I can actually keep leveling up more easy. Got 10 battle stars. Can I buy some stuff? I can buy some stuff. Get myself some V-Bucks. Alright, I might also take a super quick break. Because I haven't used the bathroom on my last break and I kind of need to. So I'm going to do that. And then after I come back, we're going to play, I guess for like half an hour longer. Half an hour more. We're going to be keeping on playing some more games of Fortnite. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. You guys know the drill. Play some Plinko. There will be an ad again as well. And then once I come back, we're going to be continuing with some more Fortnite. For now, though, I'll be right back. Wait, let me mute the game. Give you guys some music, which I guess is nicer than the game sounds. All right, I'll be right back, chat. My tail wax bringing all the peps to the yard. They're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you, but you'd have to bark. Hello. Hello. Look at that. We got a raid just now coming in. Trick does a thing. Thanks so much for the raid. I heckily appreciate it. Welcome in, raiders. Sorry for not being here while you came in, but I just went on a quick bio break when you guys came in. So yeah, I had to do that as well. But welcome in. Let me do the Polaroid thing. Let's see. I hope this is the command. I always forget the command because I rarely have to use it. But let's see if this works. I think it should work. Fingers crossed. Maybe it does. Oh, there we go. Look at that. So we can do a thing. We can do a thing. There we go. Look at that. So we can actually get a proper Polaroid going on for the raid. Drake, hello. Long time no see. Yeah, how are you doing? Welcome in. Thanks so much again for that raid. I can appreciate it. Let's see. I saw you got a shout out. What were you playing? You were playing Assetto Corsa Competizione. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds like maybe some sort of racing game. Perhaps, maybe. I don't know. But it sounds like some sort of racing game. Happy the Polaroid was not made on the toilet. Yeah, I'm happy about that as well. We don't have any cameras in our bathroom, luckily. So yeah. Tired after my sim race, first league race after a 4-month break. Nice. Yeah, definitely. If you're tired, definitely go and do the post-stream care. So grab a drink, grab a snack, you know, unwind a little bit. Definitely go ahead and do that. Take care of yourself. But again, thanks so much for sending your community over. I can appreciate it. I can appreciate it. Or like a face plan in bed. That's also totally fair. That's also totally fair. I'm gonna do the same thing in a little bit when I go get some sleep. So that's absolutely valid. That's a valid thing to do. That's a very valid thing to do. T. Hope you've been well. Yeah, I've been doing okay. Lots of ups and downs and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm doing okay. Hello, OBS. Oh, there we go. I feel that. Yeah. Life do be life. I guess. But I'm back streaming, so I'm happy about that. And working on lots of things, like in my personal life. So yeah. Yeah. Taking some time to myself as well. I have a 24-hour race this weekend, so I can't wait to see how I feel after 8 months since my last endurance race. Wow, 24 hours? Heck. How do you even do that? Like, how do you, like, do you have time to make dinner or like to eat in between? Like while racing, or like do you have time in between and like with bathroom breaks? Oh, it's with a team of drivers. Okay, I see. We swap every 2 hours. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Well, still good luck with that then. Hopefully, you qualify, or you have like a nice position. I don't know like how you win the thing, but I hope you end up with a nice position. And you have a lot of fun as well. That's also very important, obviously, to enjoy yourself and have fun. All right, let's see where we're going. Where are we landing? Let's go to Snooty Steps. I feel like I haven't been there in a very long time. Or maybe I have, I don't know. Qualifying isn't as important in a 24-hour race because anything can happen. Yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. All about being clean and consistent. I guess that makes sense, yeah. When you race for that long, like indeed anything can happen. Anything can happen. Tee-dee-dee-tee-dee-dee-dee. Tee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. I always hate how long it takes to land at a far away spot like this. Time for dinner. Have a good stream and get some W's. No worries, Trick. Thanks so much for stopping by. Enjoy your dinner. Hopefully it's going to be delicious. And thanks again for the raid. I can appreciate it. And again, good luck with your race this weekend. Exo glider? Yeah, I always try to find a glider that I feel fits with the skin that I'm going for. I don't know why I went with the pixel one for the turtles, but I don't know, I thought it was sort of fitting. Where are all those chests? I hear like 2 or 3 chests, but I can't find them. I always hate that. It might be below me. Oh wait, there's one. There we go. SMG and a big health potion or shield potion. I'll take that with me. Hopefully I can find some small shield potions as well. Open place to keep my ammo on top of the fridge. Who doesn't keep their ammo on top of the fridge? Isn't that like, you know, where everyone stores their ammo? Like the ideal spot? I hear lots of NPCs outside. So I'm not sure if I should be worried or if... Especially since I don't have a ton of good weapons yet. What's that? Not my favorite weapon, but I guess it'll do okay and it's better than the one that I had. Wait, is this the area with Peter Griffin? I think it is. Yeah, I think this is... the area with Peter Griffin. I don't think I want to fight him though, because I'm just by myself. Don't think that's a good idea. Oh, what the hell? Whoa, what the hell was that? Wait, how did that happen? I was just looking up, trying to open that ammo box, and then all of a sudden I'm outside. I think that was sort of a glitch. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Teleporting is fun. Oh man, if only teleporting was a thing in real life. That would be so convenient. Teleporting was a thing in real life. I'd actually be able to visit people I love and that live all over the world. Yeah. Well, yeah, that. But also, I would just be able to, like, you know, get up 5 minutes before I have to go to work. And then just teleport to work and still be on time. But also, yeah, I would be able to visit my friends that live further away way more easily. Which would indeed also make me very happy. Like that's kind of like a bummer. Like my best friend, he lives like 2 hours away from me, like a 2-hour drive from me. So like I can't really go on like, you know, like a Wednesday evening, like, hey, you got something to do? No, I don't. Oh, shall I come over for a drink? Yeah, sure. Why not? You know, like that doesn't really work. Like if I could teleport there, then I could totally do that. I could just be like, hey, shall I just quickly come over for a drink and we can hang out together and watch a movie, and then I can just go back home again. Oh yeah, sure. You know? But like, you know, driving for 2 hours.
Hey, hello.
Just to get a drink and then 2 hours back, you know, that's, yeah. 127272T, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the Delicious People. How are you doing today? Welcome on in. Definitely be teleporting, visit you as often as I could for puppy snuggle. Aw, heck. I would love to teleport to you as well and see sort of like, you know, get to visit where you live and see that and stuff. But wait, if you could teleport, does that also mean that you could technically teleport, like, you know, just to any place? Like, even if you don't know people there, could you also teleport to, like, you know, could I say, like, oh, let's teleport to Tokyo, even though I don't know anyone there. Let's just, poof, go there. I guess that's also, like, one of the, you know, like, the drawbacks of teleportation. Like, how would it work? How would it work? Like, how would it work in general? Like, would you only be able to teleport to, like, you know, a specific location? Or would you be able to teleport to, like, anywhere? And if the latter is the case, like, how does that work with, like, other people? Like, how do I make sure that I don't sort of land on someone that is just walking down the street and exactly in the place where I'm trying to teleport to, you know? Like, how does all that work? You know, there's so many practicality issues. Like, imagining me teleporting to my job, like, you know, my office. And then, like, you know, the most obvious place, I guess, for me would be to teleport into my chair. That I sit at. But what if just at that exact moment, someone had to do something at my desk, for instance, and then they're sitting in my chair? Then I'm teleporting there. Like, am I teleporting on their head? Like, am I teleporting on their lap? Like, how would that work? Would I get an error message saying you can't teleport right now because there's already someone occupying that space? So many questions. I always think about it as like there being teleport hubs, kind of like train stations or airports, where that'd be teleporter receivers and senders. Yeah, that would make things a lot easier, I guess, because then they can just be like, oh, well, this particular hub is currently in use, so you have to wait like, 5 minutes for, people to clear out. So I guess that would make more sense. But then they would have to build those teleport hubs, like, in a lot of places, obviously, because let's say they only build them in like capital cities, then it's still, quicker, I guess, than like air travel. Like if I were to go to like, anyone. Well, I guess it kind of depends though. Like for instance, if I were to go to okay, that was a bot, I think. Maybe not? I don't know. Oh, jeez. Wow. Okay, he's definitely good. You gonna show his face or is he gonna heal up? Like I am. Okay, let's heal up first. So you could reach a place near where you want to go and then travel from there. Yeah, but I guess, like for instance, in the Netherlands, that wouldn't always be faster, I guess. Like it depends on where they would build those hubs, but like if they would build one in Amsterdam, for instance. Oh, nice, I got him. Then, traveling to certain places would still take a lot of time. So they would have to build them in like, a lot of major cities, I guess, for it to properly work. It'd have to be in a universally funded kind of thing. That has to be supporting travel stuff like trains and the like. Yeah, exactly. It's funny how we're sort of like, discussing this massively hypothetical. There's still a chest somewhere here. There it is. On the toilet. Because, who doesn't keep their treasure chests on the toilet? I wished for it for a long time, so I thought I put a lot of thought into it over the years. I like that though. I think that's kind of cool. Like I said, that's why I also want to sort of create some lore and backstory for my persona. Because I also think it's kind of nice to sort of... Like, there's definitely some new features in my persona, like my persona's design, that I kind of came up with with sort of like a backstory and like a reasoning behind them. Like if I were to be able to put that into like a backstory, I think that would be really cool. Oh, someone is going up. Okay, then I'm not going up, I guess. If there's already someone there. Then again, maybe I can take him on. Maybe I can do that. You know what? I'm just gonna... Okay. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Not a good idea. Let's just leave. It's like, I know that I'm gonna go up there and being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take him down. And then I end up not doing that. Then I feel stupid. I also have all these ideas for like my persona's ref sheet in terms of like giving him different outfits and stuff, but we'll have to see what we can do. Like, let's first create a base character, and then from there we can see if we can sort of dress him up. I would love it if I can have, like, you know, like in The Sims, where if you create a character, you can give him like outfits for, like, you know, like working out in, or swimming, or like, you know, pajamas and stuff like that. You give him all these kinds of outfits. I would love that for my persona as well. Like, you know, like an outfit for, you know, just you know, casual, but also an outfit for working out in, and an outfit for, I don't know, going to a party. Or like, I would love it if I can give him some gear as well. Like, maybe he also owns a rubber suit, for instance, for you know, just casual chill time by himself. I don't know. The stupid thing with me as well, like I said, I would love to, I totally would love to give him like some backstory, but like the stupid thing with me is that I always sort of, with like many things, not just with this, but like with many things, I always sort of try to find the, like, I'm always looking for the right way to do things. Which is obviously silly, because there's no sort of official way to create backstory for a persona. It's not like a how to create backstory for your persona 101, you know, like this is how you need to do that. But because of that, I always sort of struggle to start with it, because I'm looking for, like, how do I do it? You know, how do I start? Where do I start? So, like, I have all these ideas. But like, I'm not sure how to implement them, I guess. Like, do I create sort of like chapters with childhood, you know, adolescent years, adulthood, you know, like, do I create chapters and then I write just what happened, or like, how do I do it, you know? And I always hate that, because of like my need to sort of know how I need to do something. That is also holding me back, because that's like, I don't know how to do this, so instead of just starting and figuring it out as I go, I just don't do it. Like, maybe I should try and see if I can find some personas that have a backstory, and then see how those people did it, and then kind of go from there. The imaginary rules you create for yourself, I do that too. Yeah! How to start, think of thing, put on a list, organize later. Oh, wait, there's someone inside here, I think. On the roof. Yeah, definitely here. For a second, I thought I had to whisper, like they could hear me, but obviously they can't hear me. Oh, jeez! Oh, wow, that was a good shot. Heck. He's coming over. Oh, he got me, dang it. Alright, let's do one more skin change, and then we'll... one more skin change, one more game, and then we'll call it a day for tonight. We are ranking up, though, so that's nice. To, I guess, silver 2? Oh, gold 1! Oh, wow. Wow. Look at me being in gold. There's no right way. I've seen folks who have sonas who have novels of backstory for their sonas, and others who have a couple of sentences. Yeah, yeah, I know, but that's like the thing. I know there's no sort of like right way to do things, but I don't know. I just sort of still want sort of like, I don't know. I just sort of need some guidance, I guess, which is stupid. Let's see. What skin are we gonna use? I have so many good skins. Also, for my saved skins, you can sort of see like a theme, you know. I have sort of like, I don't know, skins with gear, I guess, is like a theme that I have. Let's go with... Let's go with Wendell. Wendell is always a good boy. Let's go with Wendell. Alright, one last game. Late reply. Yes, Brooklyn also needs to have a I hate penny pizzas t-shirt. That's funny. Kind of just matters how much you want to write, to be honest. Write a backstory for MrJordilicious' first owner named Brooklyn. It's a wolf. I mean, gearhead for life. Yeah, totally. In the bustling metropolis of Neon Pass City, where the lights never dim and the streets hum with the symphonies of urban life, Brooklyn the Wolves leads a double life. By day, he's known as Jordy, a charismatic streamer who captivates hearts with his wit and flair in the vast digital forests of the internet. His pink fur, a shade as lively as his personality, makes him stand out even in the busiest of times, I guess. Wow. I do like Neon Pass City, though. That's kind of cool. Like, do I want to create... That's actually a good one. Do I want to create a... like, a non-existent world for Brooklyn? Or do I want him to live in, like, an actual... like, you know, the actual world? I don't know. I kind of like sort of like a... kind of like a fictional world as well. Neon Pass City. I like that. I'm gonna try and maybe remember that, because I do kind of like that. Oh, the busiest crowds of Neon Pass City. Jordy's followers adore his genuine nature, and they often spot him roaming the city's vibrant districts, hunting down the best slice of I hate penny pizzas, which he wears proudly on his custom t-shirt. A playful jab at his less than favorite food. When the sun sets and his streaming sessions come to an end, Brooklyn the Wolf emerges. Beneath the neon glow, he is an artist, a creator of worlds within brightly colored murals. Wow, okay. I'm not gonna use ChatGPT for my backstory, but I do kind of like it. I think it's kind of funny. I do sort of like that. But yeah, I once saw a streamer that had like a Google document with like backstory as well. But they also designed the thing like it looked pretty polished, and I kind of like that as well. I would love it if I would be like a good artist and I could, you know, draw myself. Like I could make drawings myself. I would love it that I could do something like that. And then if I could like, you know, make sort of like if I could sketch like a backstory, you know, like have like a drawing of like Brooklyn and then like, you know, write sort of like, I don't know, like artifacts or objects or something that kind of have something to do with like his backstory, if that makes sense. Sort of like, you know, that everything is sort of, you can easily see everything in like one go. Without having to read like, because that's also the thing, I love to write like, you know, sort of like stories and everything, but at the same time, I'm also like, yeah, nobody's gonna read. If I'm like, hey, I have a backstory for Brooklyn, you know, you want to read it, and then it's like, you know, 5 pages long, like nobody's gonna read that. I mean, well, I'm sure people will, like, you know, good friends and stuff, if you ask them to read that. But like, if I were to be streaming here on Twitch and I would say like, hey, anyone want to read the backstory of my persona? And then it's like, you know, 20 pages long, then nobody's gonna do that. Like that they added the penny pieces part. Yeah, that was funny that he actually did that. I like Neon Pass City though. I'm gonna try and remember that because I really like that. Maybe we can make an anime of the backstory. That would be really cool, but again, I'm not a artist or a mangaka, I guess. Well, those make mangas, but I guess you can first have a manga and then after that you'll have... Wait, there's someone here. After that you'll have an anime. Yep, there's someone. Oh, she's gonna kill me, isn't she? Crap, how did she do that? All right, one more. This one didn't count. This one didn't count. Let's do one more. Should I though? Because I also need to go to sleep. Okay, maybe better not. Maybe better not, because it's already 10 past 11. I also need to log off and unwind and get to sleep. So maybe maybe we'll leave it at that. Sleep is important, yeah, and I have to work tomorrow as well. If I didn't, then I would totally continue, but I have to work tomorrow, so that's also a thing, unfortunately. All right. But that was fun, though. That was fun. We had some good games. I ranked up. I'm now gold 1, so that's kind of nice and cool. So yeah. Oh, wait a minute. So this Battle Eye launcher thing, like this window that popped up, start Battle Eye service. That was apparently something with OBS that I think it thought was a was maybe like, I don't know, me trying to cheat or something. I don't know, but there was like a OBS file that was apparently being caught as suspicious. Interesting. Was happy to see your face and hang out today talking about teleporting. Yeah, it was a lot of fun having you, Minty. It's always so much fun to hang out together. So definitely had a good time as well. All right, let's see. Who do we have that is live? Who do we have that is live that we can send the love over to? Tee-dee-dee-tee-dee-dee. Tee-dee-dee-tee-dee-dee. Reminder you're cool and get some rest. Ah, well, right back at you. Right back at you. Tee-dee-dee-dee. Tee-dee-dee-tee, tee-dee-dee-tee. So many good beans that are live, heck. So many good beans that are live. Alright, let me quickly listen in on this streamer. And what they're doing. You're a good bean. Heck, well, I'm also live. TDDT. I can't rate myself. Yeah, no, unfortunately that doesn't work. TDDT, TDDT. All right, I'm quickly gonna listen in on... No, don't shout myself out. No, go away. Go. Don't shout me out. All right, I'm quickly gonna listen in on this streamer. I guess we can go to this streamer. They are, they're not necessarily a furry, but they are a VTuber, I guess. But they're doing arts. But I found them on Twitter not too long ago. They do a lot of latex art and stuff like that, and they're actually talking about that now as well in their chat, like how they discovered that they are into that and that kind of thing. So they're doing, yeah, they're drawing art and they're doing art. So I guess we can go ahead and go there. I can't see if they have, I don't think they have follow only mode on, at least I hope not. So yeah. Unbot respond to / shoutout. So both things happen when you shout out. I guess technically I could make that happen when you do ! Shoutout, that it also does that. It also sends a message with like the shoutout, like, you know, the / shoutout thing. I guess I could do that. Perhaps. Did you do that? Did you do the / shoutout thing as well when we got raided? Because I saw a Twitch message in chat saying a shoutout was given to that stream. I was like, wait, since when does that happen? Also possible, yes. I always do both. Oh, you do? Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, I think I can make that happen. I think I can just make it send another message. I'm not sure though, because I'm not sure if I can make it send command messages if it listens to itself. I mean, I can try it out. I can just add it, and then if it works, then it works. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, and we'll figure that out as we go. I'll definitely look into that. I'll definitely look into that. That's a good one. That's a good one. Anyway, chat, we're gonna go and we're gonna go to the ending here, and we're gonna wrap it up, and we're gonna be raiding out to this streamer. They're doing art. They're making some sexy art. And they're drawing cute boys. So, you know, I'm sure that's up your alley for some of you guys. So, yeah. So we're gonna be doing that. Anyway, Chad, thank you so much for hanging out. I had a great time tonight. So thanks for being here with me tonight and hanging out with me and all that. And thanks for the good conversations. You know, it's always nice having these fun conversations. And thanks for all the support. You know, the raids and the biddies and the subs and the gifted subs, all that. Thank you so much for that. I can appreciate it. I'm gonna be back here again most likely next week on Monday. Maybe next week we'll continue with Portal. Depends on how my brain is then. So we'll have to see. But yeah, we'll definitely be hanging out most likely again, and we'll be playing and we'll be having good conversations again. In the meantime, if you want to stay up to date on things that I got up to, you can go ahead and follow me on my Twitter account, which I still have. Or if you want to, you can also join our Discord community, and feel free to hang out with me and other members of the community outside of the streams as well. Because yeah, I need to be more active in my own Discord server. I think I always forget to post. But I don't want to be like the only person that posts, so I kind of forget that I need to be more active. But I'm going to try and be more active on my own server. I think that's a good idea. So yeah, so we're going to be raiding Felix Borealis. Again, oh yeah, the raid message. I totally forgot about that. This is a delicious raid. If you are a subscriber, as always, chat, you can use the one at the top with our emotes. If you're not a subscriber, no worries, you can use the one below that. And then feel free to use the substitute those emotes for your own or your favorite streamers emotes instead. Whichever you want. It's all good. It's all good. All right. Well, I don't have anything else to say. So me and my cute little wolfie, which you can't really see, but look, there's my cute little wolfie that's on my desk next to me. We're gonna be saying goodbye. And we're gonna be wishing you a good night or a good rest of your day, or maybe you're gonna have some dinner. You know, good dinner. Or maybe you have to go to work, then hopefully a good day at work. Yeah. All right. Well, sounds good. Chat, I'll see you guys. I don't know what I'm saying. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. And as always, the last thing that I'll say is that my name is MrJordilicious. You guys have all been extremely delicious yourselves as well. Take care. Have a good one. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.